Hey everybody, and welcome this week to Bumpers and Broadswords Gaiden. This is the sequel to a game I've already played called Bumpers and Broadswords Tournament, and they're both pretty fun. If you're not familiar with either game, it's a Pog Battler, and that's Pog spelled P-O-G, not P-A-W-G. Images are both on the screen now, and it's the one that's on the left. This is quite a bit different in case you happen to be familiar with Bumpers and Broadswords Tournament than the game that I had played before, in that instead of it being a 4-on-4 every time where you collect these different pogs, this is actually an adventuring party of 4 that go on this grand adventure. So it tells us we have to select the bumpers with which we'll battle, and it basically is like selecting a type of bumper that resonates with you, it says. It makes it real mystical. So we choose now between 3. We could choose Warrior, Magic, or Beast. I'm going to choose Beast. Of course, if you pick one, they're all synergistic with whichever one you decide to select. And then it opens up with the story here. You can see that the Game Master is telling of an enchanted world of Pinjury, a land where diverse kingdoms and cultures coexist. And there's been a long-standing peace with these people, ruled over by a great king, and there are several great powers within it. Starting with the Azerite Republic. It's a bastion of knowledge. It talks about these 3 different places, but basically it kind of breaks them down into the 3 elements that we've already talked about: warriors, and then here is Lord Caelum. He's in tune with nature and beasts and the forests and mystical energies of life. So he's basically the bastion of beasts. Then we have the Kingdom of Gamboge. They are the technology faction, which we do not have the ability to select here in the beginning, but they do become involved in the story. Basically, they're anything to do with technology or automatons or mechanics. They are the ones that lord over it. And then the Ochre Kingdom, as I understand it, is the one that's currently in power, ruled by King Valerian. He's looking for a dark magic, as I understand it, or maybe he possesses a dark magic to sort of lord over these other dominions in pursuit of an ancient artifact, a dark gift rumored to reshape reality itself and grant godlike powers. So that's kind of setting the scene for this game. We have a small band of Azerite soldiers, including ourselves. This is where, you'll have the beasts or spellcasters or the warriors, and we get attacked in the middle of the night by some of these, main bad guys, warriors. Reaver Gravik is the big bad that you can see on the screen here now. If we beat him, it'll scatter the Ochre troops, but he's pretty difficult. He's like, if he comes into a battle, the battle is pretty well lost. We get caught off guard in the middle of the night, so we start in an area that's very dark. Our objective is to survive for 6 turns. Alright, with all the story pleasantries out of the way, we can kind of look around the field now. So this is our party. All of our allies will be blue. All of the ones we can control will basically be blue, with a few exceptions. Every map, you start with your adventuring party of 4 selected pogs. We'll get into that later, but you can also see that whenever we mouse over something, we can see what kind of terrain is underneath of us. That becomes relevant for later. But for right now, our objective, as it said, is to survive for 6 turns. But I actually want to show you something pretty cool, because we can not just survive if we choose to, but we can choose to thrive and actually beat our attackers in the night. I can show kind of most things about this game. I won't pretend to know every little detail, but I did play through it a couple of times to figure out what kind of stuff was possible. I was curious about some of the later game decisions, because this game does kind of feature decision making a little bit in your actions. So you can see that there are darked out squares around us, and that obviously is our fog of war or line of sight or whatever. We'll be attacked. We're basically surrounded by all kinds of enemies around us. Oh, I'm surprised that one didn't pop us. There is permadeath in this game mode, except here in the first chapter, I believe. So you actually have quite a bit of breathing room if you are just learning the ropes of this game. Let me think here. I think I want to send this Pog as hard as I can, and I still missed the guy I was aiming for. He was a little bit lower than I remembered him being, which is alright. Again, like, I would be very surprised if you ended up losing this battle. Even if you're kind of playing it sort of uncarefully like I am. I guess I should also go ahead and show, you can view info. Each of the bumpers in this game has a special ability. Like this one, once only at low HP, this character will fall asleep to heal. You can also see a generalization of their stats with the bars beside them. I'm sure most people are probably familiar with something like that. Ooh, and I accidentally sent him to collide with one of my ally bumpers. That's okay, but I definitely shouldn't have done that. This guy, the Gravic character, the big boss, he has an ability where he constantly switches between a defense form and an offense form. The defense form, obviously, he takes lower damage. The offense form, he increases speed and increases attack, but he can only be in one form at a time, so that's kind of nice. And also, I haven't really had a chance to address it yet, but our Steel Eater actually has an ability that debuffs enemies of the warrior type on contact, and well, that's what this guy, this Gravic character is a warrior. So we've been debuffing his attack to the point that he really isn't that scary. I'm trying to hit as hard as I can so that maybe I can get out of the way and let the goblin make an attack, but I doubt that I will be able to. Yeah, because I'm too close to the trees to get a good hit in. Oh well. I'm not too concerned with that. Even if Gravic knocks out two of my guys, the third one would be able to theoretically destroy him, and he only has 3 attack. And again, normally your characters die whenever they're popped in this game, as opposed to Tournament where you could keep using them over and over, and it was like a little collectathon sort of. This game has permadeath, except here in the first mission. Now, we can go ahead and actually pop this Gravic character. Cool. And we got a crit on that too, which is something we'll talk about later. But so Gravic, as a character who normally never loses battles, since he lost this battle, it sends all of his allies, you know, spiraling, running around. They're scared, they're terrified. They've been their leader, their undefeatable leader, has been defeated. And so he falls, and everybody runs away, and we don't have to survive those 6 turns like we normally would if we just wanted to wait around, which is something that you could do. It's what I did during my first playthrough. So I believe our heroes make it haste back to Azurite soil. So I'm not sure exactly what their plan was or what they were doing out here, but they're coming, you know, back to their local territory. Now, back in the Ochre throne room, these are the big bad guys to remember again. King Valerian, this is the big bad guy of the big bad guys. He has a advisor come in, and he reports on Gravic not being able to kill the adventurers. And while the advisor is surprised, King Valerian just smiles. So are the heroes playing right into the enemy's hands? And as the heroes approach a secret smuggler's tunnel connected to the city, they run into this little fire mage, and we recruit him, I believe. And yeah, there he is. I guess he's an ember mage. It's the same thing. Who comes along with a sacred tome. This is a good early magic boost. Now, this is where we can select our party. I'm going to select the same 4 from last night. Let's do Steel Eater. Maybe I won't. Let's see, Ember Mage. Let's bring the Ember Mage instead of the Holy Cleric. Well, you know what? Let's bring the Holy Cleric just for heals, even though he's magic. Alright, so we have a new map here. Nothing that's too special. We have water, we have, you know, normal terrain. We also have this terrain here, which is blocked, but it spikes. So if the enemies or us run into them, we take some damage. I'm going to go ahead and just slingshot a shot right off the bat. There we are. And what about up here? Yeah, it's worth me making the trek up to here. All our guys have different little powers. Some, of course, are better than other ones. We don't have much of a selection for right now, so this is almost the worst split that I could have my guys do, but that's fine. Reason being is because the Lax Goblin doesn't have a ton of HP, so it doesn't really do me much good to hound him, because if he gets popped, he's probably going to get popped in one turn. Not like, you know, he's going to get down to low HP and then the cleric can heal him. But there's still that possibility, because just as true as it is that, you know, he doesn't have much HP, it might help to have the cleric around to, you know, heal him since he doesn't have much HP. Well, let me aim a little bit like this. Aha, we popped the Viper Bat. And then I wanted to look up here. I think we can pop this guy. I forget how much damage the spikes do. Looks like they do 2 damage, so that's really good. And then I just kind of want to inch forward so I don't accidentally run into the spikes. And then I guess we could look at the rest of the map, or at least the upcoming map. We have 2 enemies here, and then we have an enemy there, which leads us to circling back around this way. We have a chest open over there. That's a damage boost. That would be good for any of our guys to get. And I'm going to have to angle this a little bit weird. Ooh, nice. And is that... No, I haven't. I thought that was my turn over with for some reason. Let me that should be enough speed, I think, to get around the corner. At least I can bank shot off the left wall here, maybe next turn. I kind of have an idea for what I want a late game team to be, but with permadeath, you can never be sure. I have only had this happen a couple of times where reinforcements have arrived. I think it happens if you're too far back near the entrance to... I don't know. I had it happen in one playthrough. I had it not happen in another playthrough. I don't think that it's random, though. Okay, so if I slingshot... Nope, we just made ourselves a very easy target for those guys, which is still okay. And then if I Ooh, man. Alright, well, we took 1 damage. That's fine. And then I could pop the bat with this Holy Cleric, but I'm actually going to pop him with the Lax Goblin instead, just to make the most out of our Pogs. Alright, it is now the enemy turn. I'm not too worried about... Well, now I'm really not worried about Steel Eater being up there by himself, basically. I think what I'm going to do, we'll just send Holy Cleric into this guy. Good. And then I'm going to... I don't want to hit it too hard, and I was a little bit worried about sending my Holy Cleric up so that, like, it would almost hit the spikes. Then I would start to be worried about the Holy Cleric. I'm going to send Steel Eater into this guy. Yep, and he's popped. The Bandit Blade is destroyed. And those bats all the way up in here to the corner. I'd like to pop the chest so that I can get a couple chest items. Of course, these give different kinds of bonuses. And I really don't need a damage boost on either guy, but why don't we just go down like that? Damn, that would give a double damage boost. Again, shame I don't really need it. Let's go over this way. Ooh, there we go. We popped the Viper Bat. Now, after you pop all of those enemies up there, or maybe after you pass this point in the wall, a final enemy for this area pops out of the wall. A dangerous Steel Eater. So we already have one of these Steel Eaters, but this is a pretty dangerous enemy because most of our guys don't have very much HP. So if I get the Holy Cleric nearby, though, it might be okay. I don't want him to be hittable, so I'm going to hide him around this corner here, so the Steel Eater couldn't hit him if it wanted to. Ooh, man, the Lax Goblin is kind of not in a very good way. Oh, also, he's asleep now. Shit, that's not great for me. So he's doing, what, 6 damage, the Steel Eater is? I guess that's something I haven't pointed out either, is that your stats are in the bottom left and bottom right. Obviously, HP bottom left, bottom right is the damage. Honestly, I kind of just want to run my Holy Cleric out of here so he doesn't die in the crossfire. And then I might run the Goblin out of here too. Actually, you know what I can do instead? We can take the HP heal and it wakes my Goblin up. So at least then he might be kind of useful. And I'm going to send the bats this way. Even if it didn't make the Goblin useful and he was still asleep for some reason, I would kind of want that because then the Steel Eater couldn't have got the heal. Like right there, he would have got that heal if I didn't take it. So this battle is just about over anyway because this Lax Goblin's going to hit him and it should kill him, I would think. Nice, and we got a crit off of it too. You have a chance every time that you hit to crit. And we just killed that Steel Eater. So we should be back in our home city, at least the Adventurer's home city. What a band of misfits. It's more monster than it is man even, which I guess makes sense if you're going to be playing as the beast archetype in this game. So we're out of that smuggler's tunnel, which was pretty dangerous, and we're in Azura Haven. There's a atmosphere of destruction and desolation, and we're approached by another Pog. This one is a healer. It's pretty alright. It heals every turn that you're near it, but it doesn't heal like a ton. It only heals a little bit. I think 2 or 3 a turn. So in order to capture Azura Haven, we have to capture this port, which has a supposedly weak politician as the head of it. So that's our plan right now. Our heroes learn that Azura Haven is now under the fastidious eye of Marshal Orlan, which is interesting because Orlan is not very notable for being strong or tactical or anything. So it would seem like an important city like the port, you would want to have it protected by somebody who has some claim to their name. But Orlan is actually notable for being not very notable. Now we got the Zen Monk here. We have a lot of options. This is kind of a longer mission, so I know I want to bring a healer. We'll take the Zen Monk. I like Runus Ronin, but we're not going to take him just yet, I don't think. We'll take the Steel Eater for its stats. We'll take the Bat Swarm because it's good. And I guess I'll concede and take Runus Ronin. I'm just a little bit worried because he doesn't have the best HP in the world, but I guess that's okay. So we go counterclockwise here. We go down. You can see all these enemies here. And all the way down to here. And this is our Marshal Orlan. And then at the end, here's the port. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is send one of our Pogs all the way down. Now the Troop Lancers take reduced damage from warrior types, which the Ronin is. So that's kind of unfortunate, but to be expected. And we'll send another Steel Eater down. This one should pop. Just what I thought. The only thing is that they do have a holy character, a holy cleric down here. So they're actually able to heal this warrior, making it even more annoying. But again, not something that we don't anticipate and can overcome. I like the Swarm of Bats because every time it's hit, it summons a bat, which is good when comboed with the Avenging Ronin, who gets more powerful for every ally that dies, because you don't lose any of your Pogs, and then on top of that, he keeps getting more and more powerful. So I'm going to go ahead and attack the Holy Cleric, even though it's going to hit our Monk, because that's unfortunate, but I didn't want to send him up to the pikemen. Uh-oh. Troop Mage's ability, it takes reduced damage from magic types. Those characters down here aren't very powerful either, but they are kind of in a position to destroy that guy, now that I'm thinking about it, just because they have the numbers. Oh man, we might lose the Zen Monk. That really wasn't my anticipation whenever I came into this mission. Oh no, that one's fleeing for some reason. So, I guess we kind of got away with not losing a Pog. I do have to flee, though, with that Pog anyway. Let me move forward just a shade. I need to get myself in the ability to, in range to start popping pogs next turn. Alright, then the Ruinous Ronin. I like the mission objectives because it would be kind of annoying to have to come back to the beginning of this mission and clean up those reinforcements. I think these guys are just these guys that just came in with the armor here. What are they called? Sturdy Barons. I think they're literally just here to push you forward, which is pretty cool. But I'm not going to be wasting my time with them. I like them as a mechanic though. Okay, so now that we've got the monk in the back, not reinforcements arriving. I should be able to pop any of those guys that I would want to. Oh man, you couldn't have made it any easier for me. Okay, let's do Steel Eater first, and I'll send him a little bit to the right. That didn't help me out in the way I sort of expected it to. Alright, I'll use this to pop this character. Okay, and can my Ruinous Ronin... Ooh, it does actually have vision on a couple of people. Let's aim them a little bit to the right of that guy, so hopefully I can kill, yep, that Troop Mage. Cool, cool, cool. And then all that we have left is the Dark Mage. He has a chance to inflict Fury when attacking. Fury just makes it so that your own Pogs can attack your own Pogs. That's not that bad. You just kind of, if you're you gotta account for it. Uh-oh, there he goes. Oh wow, he didn't die. Defense in this game is rather odd, because sometimes your characters won't pop. I think it has something to do with speed, but I'm still not really sure of that. And also, just to keep my Zen Monk safe, I'm gonna go ahead and bite the bullet and waste a little bit of time and pop the Troop Lancer. There we go. Now we can head... Well, we can position ourselves to head to the south. And I could also use my Zen Monk to heal off of this little healing thing here. It's funny, out of all the characters that I have right now, the Zen Monk is the one that needs the healing and not anybody else yet. Even though the Avenging Ronin doesn't have any attack boosts yet, he's still pretty formidable at 10 HP, 6 damage. He's similar to the Steel Eater in that regard. I wouldn't kill if I landed the Ronin against that Troop Lancer because of the damage reduction. So I was fine just getting the rebound there as long as I popped the Mage. Now I'm going to use the Steel Eater to pop this guy, and then I'm going to send my Bat Swarm down to back up my other Pog, and we got a speed increase there. Oh wow, man, we put the Ronin kind of in a good spot. I think it would be, probably wouldn't be that hard to hit, but now let's go back up here so that I can position this guy to get a heal. Okay, perfect. And then I don't think I had any more enemies to worry about on the back end there. Oh man, you went for the Ruinous Ronin, but you didn't quite make the cut. So what to do here? Let's send one into that full speed, and then I was hoping I would be able to land another hit down here on this guy, but that's fine. I understand why I wasn't able to. Uh-oh, and he got the attack back. Let's just hope he doesn't get another lucky double. Okay, we'll let the Zen Monk heal here. I like the Ruinous Ronin, and I would like to carry him with me for most of the game, but if he doesn't make it, he doesn't make it. I like the permadeath aspect of this game, so I'm fine with respecting whatever happens. Okay, so we got one pop off there. I'm probably just going to have to move that Ruinous Ronin out of here. I think is, you know, how I moved the monk out of the way. I'm just going to have to move the Ronin out of here. But I can use the Steel Eater to grab that damage boost at least. And we aimed a little bit up, so okay. And then let me get my Ronin down here. Oh wow, this is a little bit longer away than I thought it was. So I don't think the enemies will do anything. Maybe spawn in reinforcements. No, I figured we might see some reinforcements down here, but I guess not. Okay, let me move forward. Actually, I know there's an enemy over here. Yeah, I think I could probably slide right into that enemy and deal some good damage to it. Oh, wow. I actually missed, but that's okay. I don't want to take the Ronin in there. I know that. Let me kind of ricochet. Okay, well, let's really hope that no enemies, reinforcements spawn down here. I'm going to send this monk down to hopefully heal this guy. I don't think I'll... Yeah, that's not really close enough, but I could move this guy up just a shade. There we go. He'll get a heal off the monk now. Uh-oh, there's the reinforcements. Hey, at least those are the slow-moving guys. Those guys I'm not so worried about. Okay. And we did get a heal there. How much damage do these guys deal? 4 each? We might try to move forward instead of fighting them. I haven't really decided. So I do want to use the Steel Eater to knock this guy into the healer, even though I don't think he would heal. No. Damn, this is unfortunate. At least I could maybe pop this guy if I give... Nope, I didn't even give Steel Eater enough momentum. Oh well. I think... I don't know what I want to do. I'm not too worried about those guys because they move slow enough that, like, as long as I kind of get away from them, we'll be fine. I'm going to put this at about... Yeah, that's good. We'll slide up this way. Alright, well, we'll get the heal if this guy doesn't die, at least. Yeah, those guys are so slow, I'm not worried about them at all. And it does look like the Holy Cleric took the time to heal the Chancellor. So, now, we can pop the Holy Cleric. I'm going to do that with, yeah, my Ronin. Okay, he's gone. And then I'll use my bats and my Steel Eater to finish off the Chancellor. Uh-oh. No bat. No, not a successful bat attempt. The Steel Eater got him, though. And we just keep chipping away at that damage. Oh, well. I can put this guy so that he'll heal these two. Well, maybe not. I don't think that's close enough. Ooh, and you still missed that attack. Oh, well. So, the unassuming Chancellor is just about dead. Man, we really have weakened the piss out of, what's this guy's name? Orlan, Marshal Orlan, and I keep calling him Chancellor, but that's not a big deal. So we have to end our turn, and then Orlan starts to panic, because, you know, he's like, how did these guys beat him? They're just, you know, rebels. He's like, am I that bad? So he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a ring. It's black as night and has a single blood red gemstone. Ooh. He slips the ring onto his finger, and whoa, look at this. What a slick animation. I love this. So he gets improved stats. He's empowered by the cursed ring. He's got 25 HP. He's got 4 damage, and he's a little bit more formidable than before. Now, I have all of my Pogs ready to fight him, so that's one bonus that we have right off the bat. Another bonus that we have is that Steel Eater is going to keep eating his attack, so he's in a bad way in that regard. And all we have to do is beat Orlan, and this mission will be just about done. Oh wow, Orlan doesn't even have the speed to land that attack. Oh well. Sorry, Orlan. Okay. Wow, we got a crit off on that, so that dealt even more damage to him. And he's down to 2 attack. Man, Orlan was kind of doomed from the start. As soon as we spawned into this mission, it was just about over for him. And that is the end of that mission. And you can see this ring here. My only thing is, it says it's dark and it had a blood red gemstone. But that is a purple gemstone to my knowledge. Unless it was popped or something. I don't know. It was just a dumb little thing I thought about. Because they went through the... Like, they described it as red, and I was like, ooh, that'll be pretty to see. And then it's all purple. And I was like, oh, okay. This unlocks the new curse option for our bumpers. That is a really awesome mechanic. I love this in this game, cursing stuff. So anyway, we're still here in town, and a deep fog comes rolling in, and we feel a malevolent sort of force coming to reclaim the ring. So I'm going to select an interesting party. Let's go Steel Eater, let's go Runus Ronin, and let's go Zen Monk, and I want to pick something. You know what? Let's not go Runus Ronin. Let's go Bat Swarm, and I want to use something simple. Let's go Ember Mage, just so I can show off what this new curse effect does. Okay, so we've got fog, similar to the fog of war from the first mission. We now have a sort of fog that is bled out over the city. And, you know, you can only see in the surrounding squares. It's kind of eerie. I guess I can sort of thread the needle there a little bit. I wasn't sure I'd be able to, but not from the bottom, though. I just about know that for a fact. Ooh, I was hoping to prove myself wrong there. Okay, it's the enemy's turn. The thing I like about this mission here, 1, it gives you your Pogs refreshed, so that's really nice. 2, it lets you reselect your Pogs. 3, it's only 1 enemy. So we're going to curse a character here so we can show what it does. It doubles the Pogs base stats, so where we were at 10-2 before, we're now at 24. And we're going to just slide this guy forward, and there's a Pog hiding out in the fog we're trying to kill. It's not really too powerful, but it does have a lot of abilities. So I'm sure we'll see a lot of those on its turn. I need to get my guys stuck out from behind this, I guess, HQ area of the... I keep calling him Chancellor, but I don't think that was his name. So, first ability. When hidden in the fog, it slowly recovers HP. And he's coming back down towards us. Okay. So, it's got 19 HP. That's quite a bit of HP. I'm trying to bank this, and we completely whiffed that. But that's fine. As long as I get my guys up and near them, I'm not too worried about it. There we go. It's down to 13 HP. And then I'll use the Ember Mage to attack it again. That should increase our attack. No, maybe we lose our abilities after transforming. If that's true, that sucks, but I understand it. Okay, now this character, the enemy, is completely surrounded. Ooh, Ringkeeper's ability. It drains attack power from a living target. This is its second ability. It basically, whatever attack power the enemy has, it absorbs a little bit of it. Okay, so I'm going to push... Well, I thought that was a lot lighter than it was, but that's okay. And then I'm going to attack him here. And then I think the third ability, which we're not going to get a C. We'll see. Okay, yeah, it pops. On its turn, if it has low HP, it increased the fog density. That was its third ability. But we killed it, you know, before it could show us that ability. And that is that. Also, when a Pog is cursed, at the end of the battle, it's permanently destroyed. If it's destroyed in battle, it's permanently destroyed there too. So, you know, cursing is a double-sided sword. Alright, so we're taking a break at a tavern. And there's cheers of triumph as we liberated the city. And we're approached on our way out by a local mercenary who's sympathetic to the war effort. The war being the war to retake and restore peace to this kingdom. So he offers to join our cause in exchange for attacking a convoy of captives. And these are all like people who were captured by the bad guys, the ogres. I like a good way to remember who the bad guys are. If it sounds like I'm saying ogre, then those are the bad guys. And ogres are ugly, except for Shrek. He's beautiful. Anyway, so we have to go liberate these prisoners here. I believe we also get joined by another Pog here. This one isn't half bad either. He's a vampire. Anyway, apparently there's some blood sacrifices and mages and vampires. There's a lot going on here in the story, and it's kind of interesting, but it is fictional in the worlds of Bumpers and Broadswords, so I'm only kind of glossing over it here. Anyway, I guess we're getting at least some story of the vampires and mages and And now, we're gearing up to rescue prisoners and attack these convoys. Let's take a look here. I guess we aren't joined by the vampire just yet. Let's do Ruinous Ronin. That'll be a good start. We'll do Bat Swarm, and we'll do Steel Eater, and I guess we'll take Zen Monk. I think that's a good one. Okay, rescue the prisoners. We can do that. So certain chapters you can control more than just your characters. If they survive, they will leave the party, which is good because these guys suck. Let me look around here. I don't mind cursing these guys because, again, they're not going to stick around. So we might as well get a stat boost where before I hadn't planned on giving it to any of our guys. So I'm sending it over here. Nice, we got the damage off. That guy has a chance to block incoming damage, so he's kind of annoying in that regard. Now, I don't think I'll be able to retain enough speed to crack that guy. No, it doesn't look like it. How close were we? And not even that close. Okay, now we can travel back to our original party here. Ooh, and we got a hit off. That's a good start. I'm going to just send all my guys into the heart of battle here. Ooh, nice. And we got a hit off on the warrior too. And we debuffed that guy because of our ability. And you know what? I'm going to wait to send the Zen Monk up. No, I'm not, because he'll get clipped by the Ronin if I send the Ronin up that way. Okay, now we can send the Ruinous Ronin up and lodge him probably right in the middle. No, man, that's a good spot for all my Pogs, even though they're going to all have to take some damage. Ooh, man, not the warrior getting the attack boost. That's tough. Okay, we got 2 pops there. We got attacked down that away, which I'm not too worried about. Yeah, wow, that one didn't even hit my swarming bats. Bad luck on their side. Alright, let's see what I would like to do. I think I want to pelt this guy again. Yep, and then this time I can slide my other Lancer into him. I think that should be good. Okay, cool. And then we can switch to the other adventuring party. Figure out what I want to do exactly. Okay, I think what I want to do first is pop this guy and then get out of the way of the Steel Lancer. And then I'll have the Steel Lancer kill this guy. Oh, it did not kill. That's no good. Okay, well, we got it on the rebound. That I'm content with. Then I'm going to use the Zen Monk to pop this guy, who heals anybody around him whenever he's killed. Well, heals any enemies around him, meaning people who are red. My enemies, his allies. He's a mad jester. I really don't like him. Okay, and there's a Ruinous Ronin who's locked away on this left side of the map, who's just going to keep getting buffs and buffs from all the guys we kill. He gets freed later on in the map. I don't know if that's exactly a spoiler, but I kind of anticipated that whenever I played this map, and I kept seeing him getting more and more powerful, but I couldn't get to him. I was like, I'm sure this guy just isn't here to look pretty. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get this attack boost. I'm really trying to build this Lancer up. He's pretty strong right now. Well, way stronger than he starts out with. So these are potential allies. They're prisoners. I'm going to send our Steel Eater into them, and whenever they collide, it will add them to our team. Now we have a Dark Mage added. And I am going to push towards the bottom here. Nice, that guy's popped. And then I think I'm just going to send my swarm of bats as hard as I can into that guy, just to push him forward. So, I haven't used the Ruinous Ninja yet. He doesn't really have all that much HP left. I just kind of want to edge him down here next to the Zen Monk, so hopefully he can heal next turn. And then, because of the rainfall, triggers a landslide and opens up a new area of the map. You can tell which areas of the map are going to get open because they are a more colorful brown than the like darker brown. These are like well, I guess maybe it's backwards in my mind. They're a more dark brown. It's kind of like in Dragon Ball Z, how you can tell which rocks are going to get broke because they're a different color than the other rocks. Okay, now we should be able to pop this Lancer. Perfect. And I'm hoping I'll be able to maybe move all my guys through this little pass in the next turn or two, because they're getting all cluttered and on top of one another. That one wasn't so bad. And now we got our Lancers here to figure out what I'm going to do with them. I could send them to the west if I felt like it, but ooh. Also, when did this Lancer get here? I feel like he might be a new addition. We aren't going to deal very much damage to him because Lancers don't have a lot of attack, and since they're the warrior type, they deal less damage to other Lancers. Speaking of Lancers, we have some more of them now at the entrance of this mission, and the Ruinous Ronin gets an attack boost. I guess as much as it sucks that the Lancers don't deal much damage, it's good that they can't deal much damage to our Lancers. I'm gonna send the Ruinous Ronin forward a shade. There we go. Oh, that's even better. I'm alright with that, because we have an enemy here, a sturdy Baron, but I'm gonna send the Steel Eater up to deal with him, I think. I don't think... Yeah, we're not even gonna come close to dealing damage here, which is just fine with me. If I send this forward, we'll get near to the Ruinous Ronin. That's good. We might be able to full heal him yet. And then I'm going to send my Bat Swarm down some. Alright. Now, these Lancers. I should be able to pop that healer. Perfect. The Holy Cleric's destroyed. And then I'll deal some damage to this guy. 1 damage to be exact. And then it should be the enemy's turn. So he's down to a 4-2. Oh, there are some more Lancers. That's a toughie. Another Landslide, this time to the north. Okay, we can deal with that. The Ruinous Ronin keeps getting attack boosts there at the beginning. I wonder if we'll get a roundup here. Oh yes, the Zen Monk healed our Ruinous Ronin. I honestly don't think I care about that guy. If he's not going to attack us, I'm kind of chill not attacking him. Because our mission objective is to just free these prisoners. And this Landslide should free up in the next turn. So I'm going to prepare all our guys to kind of breach and clear in there. Let's get this Bat Swarm ready. Okay, looks good to me. Now on this other side here. Yes, I wanted to see if we get the roundup from this or not. Oh, we do get the roundup. Cool. So our other Lancer will be able to pop him. And maybe we'll be able to free that Pog that's to the north of our other Lancer next turn. That is, if it doesn't get hit, which we'll have to see. Okay, Ruinous Ronin trigger, blah. And this Lancer is kind of eating it over here to the east. I think, honestly, the warrior type is kind of at a pretty big disadvantage if you select them, because there are a lot of Lancers in this game, especially early on, but I don't know that for sure. Okay, so we'll use the Lancer to free the prisoner. Bone Weaver is incredible with our build, and then we pop the Mad Jester. Oh, I thought we might pop that guy too, but that's okay. I think I'm going to just send this Lancer back. Well, hold up, actually. I'm going to send him forward. Oh, that was a death sentence. My plan was to maybe tag this prisoner in the back. But, hey, what can you do? Now, I'm going to wait another turn. Yeah, end turn. So that one of these 2 Landslides hopefully pop. Reinforcements arrive from the south. Okay, I'm fine with this rock instead of the other one. At least we can go free that other prisoner. Man, that Lancer is like really, really powerful. Oh, and he's dead. Of course, I should have... That's what I get for... Well, I wasn't even tooting my own horn. I guess maybe I was a little bit. I was just saying that he was pretty strong for being a Lancer. And our Runus Ronin gets a trigger at least finally. Can I weasel up here? Nah, I probably can't, like, just gently glide this guy up into the north. Well, wow. Of course. Alright. Well, that guy has a high potential of dying if I don't pop some more pogs. Oh, man. Oh, yes, because he gets a resistance to magic. I forgot about that. Man, that's really not good for our Runus Ronin. I would say almost with a certain level of assurance we might lose the Runus Ronin next turn. Maybe. We'll have to see. All of his guys would have to attack and hit, I think. And even then, I have kind of forgot how much HP it has, so... yeah, all his guys would have to attack and hit. Oh, it's over. What the hell? Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, fair enough. I wanted to take the Runus Ronin with us, but hey, you know, it's what I get for playing fast and loose. So I don't like this about the summoning swarm, or the summon of this swarm. The bat swarm, whenever it's hit, a viper bat will be summoned a turn after attacking, but it won't do it if it doesn't have a place to spawn. I would get that if every tile nearby was locked, like it had enemies all around him, but there should be plenty of spaces for him to spawn. I don't know, just a little tiny gripe I had. Okay, and that's just me complaining, probably bitter because I lost a troop. So we'll pop this. Oh, I thought we would surely pop that Mad Jester. Oh well. Maybe I'll go prepare for this landslide, actually. Maybe I can get in and grab our allies real quick and maybe get out. Okay, the rock has collapsed. The Runus Ronin trigger back there. Damn. Shame after this mission I'll never get a Runus Ronin trigger again. Oh, nice. A nice little chain shot. Not bad. Oh, man, we're actually in kind of a bad way right now. Okay, Bat Swarm summon failed. Yeah, what else is new? What if I, like, kind of angle it up a little bit? Okay, maybe I should just send the Steel Eater in. And then see what happens. So we got 7. Ooh. And we debuffed him. And we got back quite a bit. Alright. I could live with that. This guy only has 2 HP. So I want to pop and then get back. Yep. I'm alright with that. And now I think I have a straight line shot with my Bat Swarm to the south. Let me see what happens here, because this is a... We've somehow lost an incredible advantage, which we had. So those guys are moving up. This guy's moving up, but I should be able to kill him. I hope I can kill him. Actually, where is my... Yeah, here's my Steel Eater. Okay. Let's try our best to pop this guy then. If I hit him with this monk, the Zen monk... Okay, he is dead. Alright, and then I'm going to full send my Bat Swarm. Nice, and we killed the Jester. Alright, I can live with that, as long as his warrior up here, who has the damage boost, doesn't hit and kill one of our guys. Well, if he hits anything, I think it'll kill it. Uh-oh, not moving forward a little bit, I didn't need that. Oh, okay, he didn't move an inch. Well, I'm gonna nail this guy and hopefully kill him. Okay, good. Ooh, and I had a heal there. Oh well. I'm gonna send the Steel Eater down to free this other captive we have down here. Oh man, he's way faster. I think I had him grab a speed power up earlier is why. And then I'm gonna hit this guy as hard as I can. That will either kill or do me a lot of good on that side. Oh, there comes the Runus Ronin. He got his attack boost. I thought for sure he'd be traveling our way. Again, okay, there he is. I was about to say, I've had him. The first time I played, he wouldn't move from the spot that he was on. And nice, there's the Bat Swarm. Just about the one turn that I don't really need it. Oh, hey, at least he didn't steal my heal from me, which is what I was really worried about. And then I'm going to kind of aim down here. Nice, we got the full heal. I could live off that. So, Steel Eater into this prisoner. Hey, there's the vampire. Well, that's the vampire that joins our party. Okay, and then we have the monk up here, which I'm not going to do too much with. I'm just going to give him a attack boost in case I need to come from downtown to the east or something. I think that Landslide is from the west, which I'm not, again, worried about. Okay, Ruinous Ronin's increasing his crit chance. If he keeps screwing around like that, I give you my assurance I'm not worried about him. Alright, so let's go ahead and win this mission, capture this last prisoner piece, get the Divine Acolyte, deals double damage to beast types. Coolio. Alright, let's pull out. We lost the Ruinous Ronin, but we gained 3 other Pogs. One was powerful, but only if we continue to run Ruinous Ronin, so, anyway, we freed all the prisoners, we lost a guy, our Ruinous Ronin, probably the way he would have chose to go. High above the treacherous path, the rumble of shifting earth, rocks loosened by the recent landslides begin to tumble. Oh dear. The mountain gives way entirely. Oh yeah, I forgot about this mission. This is a pretty cool mission too. Basically the land is kind of like rocking out from underneath of us, and we collapse inside of it, and we find themselves inside of a, well, it should say here in just a second, otherworldly chamber bathed in the fiery glow of molten lava. So we're inside of like a volcano, basically. Lies an astonishing sight. Colossal dragon eggs. So there's a lot of dragon eggs down here. They're dormant, though. With each passing moment, they crack and tremble. They're ready to hatch. So it's time to pop all these eggs is the mission objectives. Our heroes will need to cut their way through the accursed nest. Okay, we can do that. Let's do... Who all do we want? Give me the Steel Eater. Give me the Bone Weaver. Give me Vampire Whelp. And give me Toxin Ninja. These guys are mostly fast. Fast with good damaging stats. Be careful, dragon eggs will begin to hatch if you get close to them. Okay, so first thing I want to do, we'll just send Bone Weaver forward. Basically, when you get near to dragon eggs, these dragon eggs, they'll start to hatch. You know, and obviously you don't want that. Yes, that ninja is really, really fast, and we did get a hit off. Alright. And then from here, really my best probably choice is to just move my other bumpers into position. We've got a good selection of bumpers. This mission isn't hard. Even if you fumble most of it, like I'm probably about to, it really isn't like too difficult. We just have to pop the eggs. If a couple of them hatch, well, you know, it's still manageable. Let me aim here. I think the way to probably go is to clip this egg. Nice, that one's done and over with. And I probably had an angle from there earlier, but I don't really now. That's okay though. I'm going to aim in on this guy, and then I'm going to send this guy down to pop this egg. The other one's going to keep getting HP, but not a ton that I can do about that. I could just at least, well, let me think. Well, I was going to curse Bone Weaver, but I decided against it. My thinking for cursing Bone Weaver was the piece that I was going to combo with him, the Ruinous Ronin, to make him even more powerful. Because whenever he kills things, he summons this little really shitty bone dragon that you can kill really easily. Again, I was just going to combo him, and my thinking was like, if I curse him, it really wouldn't be that big a deal because, you know, he's not that useful, but he does have really good base stats, which is why I even selected him for this mission anyway. Alright, all the eggs I think that we have waking up have been taken care of. So I'm going to send this other ninja north, and maybe go from here. I don't think any other enemies are even awake. Even though those reinforcements arrived, I'm not really worried about them because I don't think they're quote-unquote awake yet. Hey, there's my undead decoy bumper. It can't even kill one of these eggs, so not much of a use having it right now. Are there eggs way up ahead? There are, actually. I could yeah, I bet that's good. There we go. Hey, we popped one egg, and we hit this guy from the back, ayo. And do I have anybody else? Oh, I could probably send the Steel Eater up. Let's just hope this doesn't miss. Hey. But it hit our ninja. That sucks. Oh well. So that's 1, 2, and here's our little vampire. That's the guy I was looking for. And then I'm gonna just send my... I think I might just send my Bone Weaver down to die. Or not Bone Weaver, but the Weaved Bones down to die. I'm gonna send this up to here to pop that egg. At least have him do something semi-useful. Oh, and I have another egg awake somewhere, I think. Yeah, I think it's over near that ninja. Oh, well. Okay, from here, what's the thinking? We can pop this egg. Oh yeah, I have way too much speed to have been hitting it that hard. Okay. And then Steel Eater into the Brain Eater. Man, I'm way too far away from the eggs for my liking. And then Bone Weaver to crack the egg. Alright. And then that just leaves my vampire guy down here, who I'm just going to send him north. Yep. Hey, at least he got the damage boost, and that was a 2 damage boost, so that's really good. Yeah, can I maybe send this guy and knock that thing just off kilter a little bit? I mean, I'm just trying to figure something out for my decoy to do, because it's pretty well useless right now. Hey, there we go. It died. Probably about all that you can expect a decoy to do. Alright, and we summon another decoy. What do we have coming up? I could pop that egg easy. I just don't know if I have the speed. A little more. Hey, we got it. Cool. Now, how are things going on this side of things? I might be able to pop that egg. I don't think I have the speed I don't have the speed or the angle for it, really. If I can get my other guys in here, I'll be in a way better position. Where did my... Oh yeah, my Steel Eater ended up way south, I just remembered. Okay, well, only way to get him back is to send him way north again. There we go, that's a really good angle on him. So what do we have left? The decoy? Yep, should have figured. Maybe I should curse the decoy. Maybe that just might happen. It's worth it to pop a egg at least. Yeah, we have a lot of eggs on the cusp of attack or hatching. That we'll figure it out. Attacking or hatching or cracking. Okay. From here, what's the thought? Bone Weaver summon failed because I'm on top of the summoning spot, which is okay. I'm not too worried about that one egg hatching. I can deal with a hatched egg. I can't deal with the whole nest of hatched eggs. And then I'll send this up. Good. Alrighty, that's great. And then I think I'm gonna just maybe kind of push this guy back. Oh, nope, that won't be happening. And I'm right in position for that bat to deal some damage. I'm just sending the Ronin in to, I guess, just send the... Or, that isn't a Ronin, that's a toxic ninja, huh? Or a toxin ninja. And there's the egg hatched. It's a brand new bumper. Oh, and there... It just poisoned my Bone Weaver. Poison isn't so bad when you're at 1 HP. Okay, well that's not good if you're at 1 HP. But poison won't kill your bumper. You'll actually lose your poison before poison would kill it. So I got this ready to go. I could go... Yeah, I think this will pop both of these top 2 eggs. Great. And then all I have to do is pop that egg and kill this dragon and we'll be done. I'm going to hit this dragon as hard as I can. Yeah, that really wasn't all that hard. But this ninja should be able to finish it off. Cool. Oh, and we're right in a position to pop that egg if I get so lucky. Alright, all these other pogs are moving. I'm not really concerned about them. Oh, nice. The Viper Bat's critical chances up. I know we were all desperate to see that happen. Okay, 8 plus 6 plus 5. That's enough damage to kill if I can hit it with all of this damage. So first things first, maybe the vampire will knock it out of place. That did not happen. Okay, maybe the ninja will knock it out of place if I hit it really hard. And then my next thought is, yep, a heal. Hey, there he goes. Now, yeah, I did kill that other dragon. I was like wondering, I was like, did I kill the dragon? And yep, I sure did. And our reward for this is actually as we leave the volcano, we get 2 eggs from it. So that's kind of cool. We get to add those to our party. Carefully decide to collect a couple of smaller unhatched eggs so we can raise our own dragons. These aren't too bad. Well, maybe we should just hold our reservations until we actually hatch them, and then we can sort of make up our mind. So that is the first city completely done with. We're now moving on to Viridis, the second city. The second and third cities are way quicker, trust me. The beginning little area is kind of longer than the other areas. Not that I have a complaint in any of that. It's just kind of a matter of fact. Anyway, we approach this city, which has a lot to do with beasts and forests and lovely descriptions of the two. How beautiful the city is. It's a serene look of human cities meet vegetation, and out as we approach the city, or we're in the city, monstrous creatures with thorns for claws approach. They advance, their grotesque shapes moving with predatory intent, blemishing the idealistic lifestyle. This is interesting. So that same beauty is now coming to kill us. Alright, so this is actually one of the coolest missions in the game, in my opinion. So let's pick wisely here. Let's do both of our ominous eggs, because that's a very worthwhile investment. And then I'm going to let's do Vampire Whelp, and then what was the thing I said just had basically good stats? Maybe it was Steel Eater, or no, you know what it was? It was a monster that I actually have lost. So our objective here, rout the enemy. Obviously that means beat them. Viridis Tree of Life is here in the middle. Destroying the tree would weaken the monsters of the forest, but is it really a good idea? So this is where we're kind of offered a choice. We can destroy the tree or not, and make this mission easier, or not destroy the tree. As far as destroying the tree, you won't really accidentally destroy this tree. You have to make a pretty conceited effort to actually deal some damage to it. So don't worry about accidentally bumping into it if your decision is not to do it. If your decision is not to do it. What I'll say in pairing that, it does make this mission easier. I'm not sure of the exact effects, every little effect of it, but it basically makes this mission easier and the next mission harder, and I'll sort of explain why that is. I guess I could talk about what it would do if we popped it right now. So I think this mission, as we progress through it, has some reinforcements, if I'm remembering right. It might not have reinforcements, but I think it does. Sorry, I'm trying to see, because I need to wake my eggs up. So this guy's going to have to go over this way. He has to get near an enemy to wake up. Okay, I'm sorry, I've forgotten what I was saying, because I'm trying to get my Steel Eater out of a little bit of a sticky predicament. Ooh, and that didn't quite do it. And I can't really land a hit from this far. Maybe I'll just kind of backtrack and go from where I was going anyway. So this mission becomes easier when you pop the tree. Oh yes, I was talking about reinforcements. I think there's a point in this mission in which reinforcements come if you haven't popped the tree. I'm not sure about that, but what I am sure of is that if you pop the tree, it has every monster on the that's the enemy side, all the beast monsters, it halves their HP and attack. So it can really make this mission way easier. Now, we're kind of playing this one, well, I mean, we've lost our Steel Eater, which I'm not, it sucks, but it's not the end of the world. I think on our next turn, our 1 egg should heal, and then I should be able to pop some of these creatures of the forest with my vampire, and maybe, just maybe, with my new dragon that I'll have. So it hatched into a new bumper. It has a chance to hatch into 1 of 2 bumpers, I think. This is the assault dragon. There's another kind of dragon, hopefully we'll see. Restores HP after destroying an enemy. It has 10 HP, 6 attack, and I'm thinking this, yeah, that landed. That's great. And we destroyed the other wall. And then I'll send this vampire up to hopefully kill this guy. That's alright. The Tree of Life sways. Its ancient bark weakened. Let me take a look up here. Yeah, nothing seems to have lost any HP, so we're still good as far as, you know, having not made a decision to, you know, pop this tree. But I think you have to pop it like 2 or 3 times. Okay, good, that does deal damage. I didn't realize that the enemies could actually deal damage to it, which is where my kind of misunderstanding of it came from. I sort of assumed it was an ally, but that's my bad. Yes, so it would half all the enemy's stats, and then it might potentially not give them reinforcements. We're going to see as this battle sort of goes by if that's true. Yeah, there's some reinforcements. These guys are within sort of, I don't know how I would describe it, maybe swinging distance of us, meaning that most of my monsters could kill them in 1 hit. Again, I'm not sure, so it's got 6 HP, okay, and I hit it pretty well at max speed. My concern with all of these is oftentimes I hit something and it doesn't deal the full amount of attack I have, which is a little annoying, but it would probably be less annoying if I understood what was doing that exactly, because I think it's speed. Speed is my theory, but I'm not sure either. Okay, and then there's more reinforcements. So yeah, if you destroy that tree, they definitely don't get the reinforcements. And honestly, besides just doing this the right way, like the ethically correct way, I guess, having this mission be easier, the next one, or the next mission be harder, is really not worth the trade-off, because the next mission is not really that hard at all. Okay, so we destroyed that Grove Golem, and that should be quite the boon for us, because I think that vampire guy should heal off of that. And if he doesn't, I'll send him right over to heal off of that heart. Now you may have noticed our other egg also hatched into the same dragon. I'm okay with that. The only thing is I just won't get a show off what the other dragon would have been, which again I'm okay with. Okay, nice, and we did get 2 hits off of that, which is what I wanted. Let me read this. Chance to restore HP after attacking. My bad, I thought it was restored HP after actually landing an attack. So I need him to get this HP. Great. Vampire Whelp is healed. I didn't realize his HP was so low generally. He actually has the same stats as my dragon, so as far as HP and attack, I think. Doesn't he have a 6? Or doesn't the vampire have a 6? Let's take a little look here. Yeah, he has 6. 10 6s. Okay. Now if I pop this thing, cool. And we restored our HP. So we're back up. What is to the north? Okay, I should be able to land that one. And then I think I'm going to try my best. I don't think I'm going to break anything. I don't think I have the momentum. Okay, I did actually. I'm not worried about him dealing any damage either. I'm just going to full send this to the north. Oh, very nice. Yeah, see, I didn't have much momentum there, so I don't know. in the first game, there was like a rolling mechanic, but like a dice rolling mechanic, but I thought that only had to do with, yeah, see, in there, I didn't pop that one. That's so weird. There was a dice rolling mechanic that only seemed to affect critical hits, and then certain abilities, like if you had a chance to poison or a chance to inflict fury or something like that. Oh well. Now, this one here, as long as I don't hit the top of that vampire, we should knock this other guy out. Nope, once again, I didn't deal the full amount of my damage to him. So that's, I mean, we're going to win, but that is a little annoying. Oh, nice. That guy healed up. And then I still have enemies to the south as well. I do still really like this mission. I like this one and the next one a lot. Okay, and we got a heal off of that. These dragons are actually pretty good. Now that I've thought about it for a minute, the fact that they can heal is pretty good. I like the other dragon too. It just has a chance, a very small chance, that its attacks won't, it'll deal damage to itself instead. I think it's called a berserk dragon. But it has really high base stats, which is why I like it. No, we didn't pop the tree. I haven't tried just like dealing, like hitting the tree once, but considering that it's still there and we didn't get any bonus for it, I'm gonna say we're good off that one. Like it's gonna be as though we didn't pop the tree, didn't hurt it at all. Okay, worried by the aggressive beast within our walls, we make haste towards the bastion, Lord Caelum's royal palace. So that's the ruler, if you remember, the ruler of beasts, basically. And as they reach the palace gates, the towering edifice appears both majestic and eerie. Wow, those are some very pretty words. And the doors are ajar, so we let ourselves in. And inside of the grand hall, there is Lord Caelum. Actually, if you destroy the tree, you're greeted by an envoy instead, and he takes you to Lord Caelum, because Caelum is exhausted because you destroyed the tree of the city, and I think it causes him to like exert more of his own dominion to keep the creatures under control in the city, even though they're going crazy. So that's a pretty cool, like, there's a difference in the dialogue here and in the way that the game plays out. So that's really cool. Anyway, now we have to protect this Lord Caelum for a certain number of turns. I think it's 9. So let's look and see what we can use. We use the vampire whelps, both of the assault dragons. Alright. Whoops, I don't want to change the vampire whelp. And I'm going to use... let's use... the Zen monk, I guess. Also, for some reason, these two are shiny, the assault dragon, but the vampire whelp is not. That is interesting. I wonder if that means it's a phase 2 or a more rare Pog. Because like you can see Lord Caelum there is a playable bumper, and he's like a really majestic one, really powerful. Okay, if he starts his turn on grass terrain, he summons thorny barriers. That is a really good effect. So I want to get him on grassy terrain. I overshot him just a little bit, which is fine. I'm going to send this dragon up here. I'm basically going to split my dragons. I think I'll have my vampire whelp go up this way. Okay, and do we hit? Very nice, we do hit. And then I'm going to have this guy go cursed, and I'm going to send him to the south. I basically just split all my troops into the cardinal directions and go from there. Let's do it like this. Okay, perfect. And then I think to the south is probably where I should send maybe extra support. I'm not too worried about it, but I am going to just go ahead and send him down to help. Okay, how many people do I have left? I have a dragon whelp here. I don't know that he needs to even go east, honestly. But I'm going to send him that way just in case, because I'm going to move Lord Caelum a little bit to the left too. I don't think that's going to be considered... I don't think that's going to be considered starting on grass, but that's fine. I'm alright with that. Okay, let's do kind of like a ricochet here. Okay, and we got the heal off of it too. Now then, we'll plant Lord Caelum. I'm going to have it go even slower. There we go. That's surely on grass. And I might also send this dragon to the south because it looks like our Zen monk might get popped. I'm not too heartbroken over that. It's kind of whatever. Okay. Well, our Zen monk is definitely committed to being down there now. This should pop. Yep, the Grove Golem's destroyed. I also didn't pay attention to the mission objective, but I do still think that it's survive for 9 turns, so we can manage that. Alright, is that all? Yep, that's all my pogs used. Now we have reinforcements to the west, and our Zen monk was destroyed, but I'm okay with that. Oh wow, did we? No, I don't think that's the only reinforcements. Also, I think went on grass terrain. Okay, yeah, it's creating these bramble barriers. Basically, they're like a barrier, and they deal 1 damage to anything that runs into them. It's nothing too special. Okay, we popped a bat. Wow, this mission actually is way easier. Also, the visibility that we have is like okay. If we destroyed the tree, our visibility is awful. Which, you know, of course is your penalty. Man, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and end the turn. I also would like to see like a turn counter in this game, because there are so many times I've completely lost track of how many turns I am in the game. So I'm gonna have the Lord here pop this mushroom, the stun shroom. The stun shroom is kind of annoying, but it has a good ability. And then I think I should probably have a mushroom to the left, don't I? Yep, because oftentimes if it spawns one on one side, it spawns the other on the other side. These guys to the south are kind of locked in right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass because my other monsters are locked to the north right now. So okay, there are some more stun shrooms to the north. Yeah, stun shrooms inflicts sleep status when attacking. That is incredibly annoying. Oh, and there are some enemies to the south. Let's hope that... Oh, I don't have my Lord Caelum on grass. That actually might be a little problematic. Let's just jet this guy down here and we'll go from there. Lord Caelum, please return to the grass. Oh, man. Not enough momentum. I'm going to try and slide into that. I really don't need my dragon to die. I know that. Okay, we popped the stun shroom. And then we'll use... Oh, I thought there would surely be another stun shroom. Alright, let's end turn and see what happens from here. Okay, reinforcements to the northeast. And more reinforcements to the west, it seems. Oh, man. I actually didn't have any trouble with this. Oh, you know what? I bet there's more beasts because the tree is still alive. So we're still probably getting a little penalized for this, because I really didn't have much trouble with this at all. Whenever I played this with the destroyed tree version. Now, I have played it without destroying the tree. That's the first version that I did. And that was pretty cool, too. Obviously, that's what we're doing now, is not destroying the tree. Okay, let's angle it a little bit, and that should, yep, ricochet. Cool. So now it's a 2-on-1, but our guy is cursed, so let's use the vampire whelp. I would think this would pop. Yeah, there we are. And increase crit. Perfect. Now, our dragon is still not alive, so I'm going to jettison him to the right because I want him to live. Let's assume I'm on turn 5. I know I'm... Oh, dear. I know I'm probably a little bit further than that. Holy moly, there's actually a lot of enemies now that I'm looking at it. Oh, and there comes another mushroom. Wake up, dragon, please. Hey, we've remade the barriers, and my dragon's still asleep. So, honestly, I'm going to send my dragon to the top right, and I'm going to send Lord Caelum to take a couple of hits here. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned it, but for this fight, if you destroyed the tree, Lord Caelum is actually asleep for most of this fight. He does wake up at a certain point, but... okay, we destroyed the Thorn Flare. Stun Shroom is destroyed. Okay, nothing to the top left. I doubt anything to the top right. Oh, no, but there's a Thorn Flare. I wonder if it has a similar visibility as us. I would say we're about to see, yep, our dragon deleted. Oh, well. Fair enough, GG. So that would put us at, what, turn 6 this turn? Man, you would really think I was in kind of a bad way right now. Let's use Lord Caelum to hit there. And then I was hoping I would hit the Stun Shroom, but that's okay too. Yeah, wow, we have more guys down to the south as well. Man, maybe I should have killed that tree after all. Just kidding. And this has almost became like a double-edged sword, locking my guys away up here. It was definitely the right call to make, but damn, am I ever feeling it now. Okay. I don't think this will pop. Yeah, it did pop. Good. I don't know about this. So that would make this, what, turn 7? Oh, and he's hurting. Oh, brother. Oh, not that my top left guy also getting hit. Hey, at least Caelum didn't fall asleep to that attack. That I can consider myself lucky for. Okay. I need to have a certain kind of momentum and attack in a certain kind of way here. Okay, that'll bounce back, kills the Thorn Flare, and as long as there's not an enemy that I get blindsided to the right of, we'll be just fine. And that thing didn't die either. How are we feeling over on this side, though? Oh yeah, I just didn't pop before was the kind of issue. Okay, we popped, and we should get a heal from this. Alright. Hey, the Vampire Whelp's gonna make it at least. And should be one of our dragons. Also, did we... Oh yeah, we lost the Zen Monk, which I said, and I still agree with. I'm still alright with. Okay. Oh boy, don't hit Lord Caelum, please. Wow, we're in a bad way everywhere. Holy moly. Okay. Again, as long as it doesn't pop Lord Caelum, I'm 1000% alright with this. Alright, what is the thinking? Hey, Sturdy Baron's dead, which surely means that we just won. The relentless wave of monsters finally begin to tire, their frenzied onslaught slowing to a gradual halt. Yay! So, now Lord Caelum, though visibly fatigued, gives his allegiance to our young and sprightly army. Brimming army ready to fight against these ochre hordes. His connection to the forest is an invaluable asset. I could not agree more. And as we begin to leave, we're getting ready to go to the next city. Lord Caelum channels a powerful spell and summons us one of the little trees from before that we fought in that city quite a bit. Grove Golem. We popped a lot of these. I think it has like 12 HP, 8 attack or something. Restore some HP when on grass terrain. A very, very good Pog. Oh yes, and now it takes us sort of out of that story and drops us in a game shop where we're playing like a little sort of D&D 40k mix campaign. And the Game Master says, those were some intense chapters, huh? Let's take a break while I rearrange the game board. What did you think of Viridis? Kind of a ramp up and challenge. It doesn't really matter what you say here. I'll just go ahead and say that it has been challenging. He's like, I hope it isn't too difficult. If you do it the other way, he's like, wow, I'll have to make the game even harder. So this is like the DM. So the whole time he's been, it's had the text here, Game Master as the narrator. It's been this guy. And he has some dialogue here about, not destroying the tree. If you destroy the tree, he's like, oh, it's okay. I made the decision, so you can make the decision to destroy the tree. He's like, but you did a good job. And then finally, the last text that he adds in here, if you defeat Gravik in chapter 1, he says he congratulates you on beating him. It's easy to finish that chapter without even seeing him, which is very true. I do think I've seen him, but I understand very clearly why you would maybe not run into him. if you stick by the campfire or go south in chapter 1. Anyway, he asks if you're ready to go back to playing, and I'm going to say no. And he's like, ha, you're funny, but really ready to get back to our quest? And you can keep answering. Now, I'm not going to do it too many times, but he'll eventually hit you in a looping sequence where he's like, really? And then you say no, and he's like, really? And you say no. So we head out of Viridis, and we're going to head to, I believe, west towards the brass fields, as they're called. And if they're brass fields, you can sort of maybe guess where we're headed to next. Machinery all over the place that plows these fields. The advanced nation of Gamboge is where we're headed. And yeah, so we go from beasts to the mechanical side of things, and suddenly having Viridis' verdant lord as an ally was a remarkable stroke of luck. What the hell are they even talking about? I think it's just saying, like, what our objective here is to go meet this master mechanist and get him to, join our cause as well. We're basically going to all unify and attack this evil lord. Anyway, there's a tumultuous storm that blows through, so we have to seek refuge in in one of the bunkers nearby. And like this storm, it's crazy. It's torrents of freezing rain, crackly bursts of crimson lightning. The storm is going to engulf everything, so they have to find shelter. And what they find is a little hatch with an underground bunker. Now, I love underground bunkers in games. I'm obsessed with them. Well, in media, I love it. The Road had an underground bunker. The Long Dark has an underground bunker. I'm obsessed with them. But in these bunkers, in this place, there are steam sentinels. They're artificial guards. And there's tons of them underneath of the ground. And they have these bunkers all across the nation. And, so in times of strife, they could awaken these bunkers and have these guards, patrol or attack or whatever they needed them to do. And it's kind of eerie because all of the guards are shut off as we walk through this bunker. And we're resting, and we're being real comfortable down here, and outside of the storm above. But then suddenly a group of figures emerge, and it turns out that a clan of vampires have been squatting in this bunker, and they've been using it as a sanctuary. So the vampires think that we are ochre agents, and they lunge at us, and we now have to battle. All right, so we don't really have a ton of strategy here besides just picking the best pogs. Now, this mission in particular kind of goes on for fairly long, so the only sort of maybe advice I could give is make sure your guys have a fair bit of HP or, healing, preferably both. It's just letting us know here that these little mechs will wake up as they're all across the bunker, and they'll methodically wake up. So our objective is to pop the vampire queen, I'm pretty sure. I think I can angle this so that it opens this lever, maybe. Ooh, nope. We didn't get that off. Alright, that's fine. I kind of screwed that in a couple different ways, but that's okay. I think I should be able to bump that forward. And I'm going to go ahead and send this Grove Tender up higher too. We don't get much boost for him, but he just has high kind of base stats. So we have a vampire whelp there. They can turn invisible. I'm sure we'll see that this mission. Alright, we'll try this guy first to see if he gets the HP. And he did not get the HP, which is okay. I'm going to try and kill... Ooh, we missed that vampire. Hey, we're almost up to the boss. I might just curse my Grove Tender and try to fight the try to fight the boss. I don't really know that I have well, I of course have options, but I don't know that that's not the best option, is just to sacrifice the Grove Tender and sort of be on my way. I might send this guy up just to sort of back that that plan up a little bit in case that's what I plan to do. Hey, Vampire Shade, my bad, I thought it was a whelp for some reason. It becomes invisible. That's a little annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Of course, it's annoying because you could be like, you could have an awesome plan in place, and if you forget where one of them are, a vampire shade is, oh, there goes my assault dragon. If you forget where one of them are, it could completely mess your plan up. Okay, let's go ahead and curse our Grove Tender. This is the first mission that I have ever lost on. Like, whenever it comes to losses in this game, this is the very first mission that I ever took a loss on. Okay, and per turn inflicts sleep on nearby enemies. That is a horrible position for that guy to be in, sort of in general. Let's try to pop this guy. Oh, brother. Well, hey, at least we're up in the arena. And then what is our third guy? Oh, yes, this guy. He has long since been kind of left in the dust here. I'm going to try to get him to the north, but I don't know. Now, the thing that kind of perturbs me a little bit about this, not like makes me mad, but as far as having this plan go off without a hitch, is the fact that the Vampire Queen will probably put my cursed guy to sleep, which I'm sure you can understand why that would not be good for me. Okay, wait a minute. We're kind of far away. Also, maybe my cursed guy can't have debuffs. I'm not so sure, but I'm kind of wondering now. Okay, we got a hit off there. And I don't think this vampire would kill. Let's give it a shot, though. Okay, I meant hit, but we killed the Vampire Queen. There is a Pog that we could collect in this level. It is for a basic warrior. But now that we killed the Vampire Queen, wow, that went off not without a hitch, because I lost 2 Pogs, but it went off better than it could have been. Better than it could have, which could have been a loss. And as we finish that battle, the storm fades away outside. Our heroes emerge from the sturdy bunker, and we begin to approach the city. I really like the city kind of fights. I think it's actually only one fight, if I'm remembering right. But the last city that we were in was kind of in turmoil and chaos and stuff. And now we're in Gamboge proper. This city is like, while still, you know, obviously has some trouble, at least whenever we get into it, we're not napped at by beasts. Alright, so we should be approached, yes, by the leader of the town, Lucian. Magical apparition bearing the visage of the Arcane King seeks to pilfer a priceless treasure. Ooh, man, that was a flawless recital of that tongue twister. Basically, there are some ochre forces here to pick up a powerful magical artifact. And of course, this guy doesn't want to give it to him because, like, it's not supposed to be in his possession. It's in the possession of these mechanists, and it's been comfortable here for a while. So Lucian promises his participation in a head-on clash with ochre, which I'm alright to help with, and he says that he'll give us that help if we support him and protect this crystal. Now, I have not played this mission more than once, so I don't know like if there's an alternate way to do it or not, but we do have a battle tank for this mission. I do really like the battle tank. We are going to include the battle tank. Let's see, there it is. We're going to pick the Vampire Whelp. We're going to pick probably the Bat Swarm at this point because I've lost so many guys. And then what does this Divine Acolyte do? No, double damage to beasts I don't want. Wow, are we all the way down to needing the Lax Goblin? Ugh, tough times around here. Okay, so an Ochre defied orders, and he is held captive here, and we can capture him to free him. And we also have control over the Grandmechanist. He's really, really, really powerful. But let's look at the field first. What is my best bet to get to that Ochre? Wow, I really don't have any best bets. This is something I didn't do before because it is extremely far from all of our Pogs. So first things first, let's go ahead and pop these oh, I don't know what you'd call them. They're spikes, but they don't hurt you. So now the Grandmechanist's ability is that whenever he collides into a mechanical Pog, it can move again. Extremely, extremely powerful stuff. Now, these tanks are really good. What are they called? A battle tank? Deals double damage to faster enemies. This enemy here detonates at low HP. So what we can do is we can speed into him and then knock him back. And since he's at low HP on the enemy's turn, it'll pop and deal damage to those guys. Now, our adventuring party. I think I'm going to push us straight south, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. That's what I want to do. Okay, so if I go south, what enemies can I see? Not many. Alright. Let's push this way. I might use the Lax Goblin as our little curse sponge. I guess maybe that's what I'll call him. It's a character which consumes the curse for us and becomes really powerful. I really like the tank. The tank is incredibly powerful. So what? It would be a 16-8. That's a pretty powerful piece. In fact, twice as powerful as the Lax Goblin. A Vampire Whelp. I guess I'll just hit this guy. Unfortunately, the Vampire Whelp is going to be extremely late to the party. Okay, we should see an explosion. Yep, it dealt 2 damage to the nearby enemies, which were those 2 at the top. I would like to go capture that piece. I don't know what piece it is, and I'd be very interested to find out. Okay, and then they're approaching the Grandmechanist. Looks like they hit one of the tanks. I'm really not worried at all about the tanks potentially dying to these enemies. They have a lot of HP. They have a really good ability. The only thing is, oh wait, actually those guys are faster. Alright, no, this should kill then. Okay, cool. And then if I collide into this tank, I hope to knock it forward and break those spikes. Nice. And then I could use the tank to, well, deal a lot of damage to this wizard, but I don't think kill it. No, it didn't even deal a lot of damage, it only dealt 4. Okay, what from here? We can use this to deal a fair bit of damage to that mine, and it dealt double damage. And next turn it will use its ability to blow up. And let me angle it like that. We missed that guy, and we're going to take damage here. The only bright side to that is at least I'll get the trigger for the bats. Maybe I should go ahead and curse this little Lax Goblin because he doesn't have much HP or damage. I guess on the sort of bright side, if he got down to low HP, well, no, I don't think he'd be able to sleep now that I'm thinking of it, because if he can't be debuffed, but that isn't confirmed either. I just am starting to think that the Pogs that are cursed can't be made to sleep, but I don't know that for certain. Okay, Blast Bomb detonates. Wow, it did not damage the enemy or me. I guess that's lucky for me. Oh, the Holy Cleric healed this little wizard guy. That's kind of annoying, but to be expected. Wow, didn't even get a hit off there. It did hit the tank, though. We did get a hit from the Cleric. And then how about, yeah, Bat Swarm summons failed. Alright, let's get some damage off here. Damn, I was hoping to maybe ricochet into that top guy too. Oh well, we'll use this guy to hit that top guy. Uh-oh, I didn't think about the recoil, that's my bad. And angle it kind of like this. Damn. And I was about to ask, do we have a lot of enemies to the to the east? Because we're kind of in a bad way in that regard too. At least I have all my guys in this room. Let's attack this wizard. Okay. And then I'm going to sort of, I don't think, yeah, we don't even have a chance at hitting anything on this side. But what I do have a chance of is bouncing off of bouncing the Grandmechanist off of both of these tanks and awakening them both to act again. Perfect. Now I'm going to attack this Holy Cleric. Okay, I didn't figure that would deal a lot of damage, but that was only about half of the plan because it blocks that cleric from being able to heal that fire mage, ember mage, whatever. Oh, nice. Dark mage has inflicted fury on my vampire whelp. That isn't the end of the world, though. Ooh, I thought he might have got popped there. Thank goodness it didn't. Ooh, and the Grandmechanist is in trouble, too. That's no good. And the Holy Cleric got a heal off anyway. Shoot. Oh, well. At least the Cleric is in a bad way, too. And the Bat Swarm summon failed. Oh, well. Okay, first things first. Pop that Holy Cleric. Next things next. I want to use the Lax Goblin to just obliterate that Dark Mage. Okay. And then the third thing I'd like to do, angle the tank down to nail this guy. We did get the power up boost and the double damage, so that's nice. And then I don't think I have a lot of great options here to get to the east. I think I'm just going to have to hit. I did want to hit that chest, but doesn't look like that was happening. So if I continue east, wow, we have 2 more rooms to go through. Okay. So we hit the Holy Cleric. They're damaged. Damn. We, again, are in kind of a shitty way here. Let me hit both of these guys as hard as I can. Okay. We got our tank hit off of that, but it kind of needed to be done. I don't think this really helps us out all that much, because that just gets that Black Mage closer to the Grandmechanist. And dude, if he inflicts him with Fury, that like completely negates his ability, because then I won't be able to use him to give our tanks extra turns without dealing 4 damage to them. That would be bad. Okay, let's look at my team real quick. I just want to... Well, if this guy didn't have Fury, I would send him a little bit more closer to the chest to try and open it. But he did have Fury, so that's not happening. And then let's send the tank over as well. Oh, okay, so it did break it open. Who could make use of that? Honestly, I don't even want the Swarm to have it. I want the Goblin to have it. I can probably... I don't know if he has the speed for this angle, though. I don't think so. Maybe he would have if I didn't choke there. Okay. So I can about for sure pop this guy. Nice. I was hoping maybe with the Ricochet I could get something off on this Holy Cleric, but I understand why I can't. Okay. We've got the mine to the north as well. Let's... ding this tank. I also wish I had gotten that heal off on the Grandmechanist instead of this Holy Cleric having gotten it, but once again I understand why he got it and I didn't. Okay. Now how many more guys to the north do I have to clear? Because this is kind of all in the Grandmechanist ballpark at this point. Okay, so we got a hit there. That's kind of tough. And the tank got a little tiny hit. Makes sense to me. Okay, so if we full speed into this guy... Damn, shame he didn't have Fury. That would have been a nice little welcome hit. And then, I don't think I can get much out of this. Nah, I even ricocheted off the top rope there. Maybe the Grandmechanist could hit him and give him an extra turn and go ahead and finish that mine off. We'll see. Okay, and we popped the mine. I'm not worried about these tanks. I'm worried about the Grandmaster, of course. That's his name, right? Grandmechanist, not Grandmaster. Yeah, I thought that sounded a little unusual. Okay, so we popped that. We dealt double damage to it. Let's get the whelp in. He wouldn't die off of the mage, so I don't have to worry about that. Kind of kamikazing him just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and open those spikes up some. Okay, we've got a pretty good shot into there. I'm going to also bump up a little bit and get this attack boost. Might as well. I know I wanted to save it for the Lax Goblin, but I haven't really had much want to go up that direction yet. Okay, he gets the attack boost. The mine comes down. I'm really not worried about that mine at all. That would be a really shitty Pog to have on my side, would be that mine. Okay, so I got kind of some plans here. Let's hit this guy first. It's a Dreamcaster. Oh, I don't mind that one. It's not crazy good. It has a chance to inflict sleep whenever it hits. Okay, so my thought from here is we'll attack with the tank. This might be an insta-kill. Yep, it sure was. Okay, and then I wonder, do I have to kill everything, or is this about securing this crystal? Because here is the crystal that we're kind of looking for. The Dark Mirage takes reduced damage from magic types. Okay, we got the Grandmechanist in here. Let's hit from this side. Okay, we did deal the double damage, and he lost the attack buff because he was hit. Okay, there's a... He's popped. And then what from here? The Grandmechanist could make another move. I think I'm just going to end the turn, actually. Nobody... Oh, well, these guys can move, actually. The Bat Swarm, so I'm fine with that making a move. And then I'm going to just end the turn because I'm kind of alright with the Grandmechanist not getting too involved. Oh, nice. The dream enemies have spawned to the west, I think. What are these things called? Dreamcaster. That's right. Alright, first things first, let's pop with the Lax Goblin. And it didn't kill for some reason. Very annoying. We can at least pop with the Swarm of Bats. Good. And then, can I slingshot anybody to the north? I don't think so. Oh, and here's another Dreamcaster. Hey, we killed off that, so I'm glad for that. And then who else do we have? Honestly, I think I'm going to have the Grandmaster just kind of turtle up a little bit. And then I'm fine with him not being too involved in this fight. I just don't want enemies to spawn and him to be very vulnerable. He can just stay hidden. Because to the north here, you can see there are some more enemies. I could probably handle them. I'm just not even going to concern myself with it. What I did before was actually attack and beat all of the other enemies except for this Dark Mirage. But I think this Dark Mirage is what we have to beat. Okay, so that's to the south. I want to open up this northern area. Okay, kinda, sorta. I wanted it a little bit different than that, though. Okay. Oh, man, I also wanted that speed boost. Oh, well. We got the tank here. We could just go ahead and bust this Ember Mage. Alright. And I think I'm going to have these guys on the east sort of bunker down, too. Okay, we got the heal off on that, too. That was pretty important. And then anything else I want to do? No Grandmechanist shit. No. Okay. We can head to the north. I really need to bust that Mirage. I think that should be our alternate win condition. I think. Let's go to the Lax Goblin. I'm sure he'll be the... Okay, so this thing has 12 HP. And we missed, but hit it from the back. Ayo. Okay, let's try and have the Bat Swarm go up and kill it. Hey, the Dark Mirage was destroyed. Is that the end? Oh, it has to be, because the Lax Goblin just died. Rip, you did a very good job going out there at the end, Lax Goblin. Alright, I wonder if the dialogue will be a little bit different. Defeated, the sorcerer vanishes into the ether with a flicker of dark magic, along with the keystone. Oh, okay. What I did last time was, I, killed everything else but that thing, and then, it said, for some reason that the keystone still got captured anyway. I don't know. I don't really understand the difference between the two. But anyway, so they actually stole the keystone, this magical artifact that we're trying to keep the king from getting. And Gamboge has one last secret, one last card up their sleeve. And he leads us down a kind of like a dark cave. And I know it's kind of hard to tell what that is, but that's supposed to be an airship. I think maybe they call them dirigibles. Kind of like that. More like maybe the Hindenburg, if you want to imagine it. But so now we're gathering all our ally forces and attacking the Ochre army. And while the two armies clash, we're going to sneak our little adventure party into the castle and confront the Dark Lord. Alright, so we step aboard the airship and we go to do our journey, and we have a lot more people around watching our game master kind of, get his little campaign rolling. He says, something's not right, and then it doesn't matter what you say, yes or no. He's like, trust me, there's something missing here. And look what he does. It's so funny. It's awesome. He's like, follow me. And then he takes us to, well, you might be able to see it. You might not. You can see it now. It's a 1v1. The climax of the story deserves a fitting duel arena. So we got a duel arena. Uses ultra-realistic holograms. Hope you're ready for the next part. Let's just say there's a reason this duel arena has such a big playing field. Okay. So this is an awesome fight. I like it. I don't know. It is big and it is long. It is the longest fight that we'll probably do in the whole game. And I don't know. Well, let's see the fight before I talk too much about it. All right. So we step onto this this blimp. It's covered in ice and shards and stuff because this is kind of a cold area, I guess. And we're flying this blimp towards the evil king. And then from the shadowed maw of the obsidian keep, a loyal ochre army rides out to meet our unified army of beasts and mechanists and soldiers. And so it's an epic battle. Imagine, I know this is 8-bit, but pretend in your head that this is the end of the third Lord of the Rings movie. Okay, so let's take a look around. This is our army. It is humongous. It is about 7 times larger. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 5 or 6 times larger than normal. We have an enemy there and an army here. And then after that, we have another army, and then after that we have the final bit of an army. I don't know what this thing is because normally, buffs attack per turn if any bumpers are asleep. That is really cool. Normally this is that guy who we killed in the first chapter, but because he's dead in the first chapter, well, he's here now. The best way to handle this is to get all your pieces down the board and overwhelm the enemies. So that guy has a magical resistance. This guy, despite being the leader, is the last guy you want to pop. He debuffs nearby allies on destruction. Maybe that's why it was so hard for me last time. Nope, seems like wants to be the first guy that you pop. Yeah, well, he was in the front, and I thought it said buffs nearby allies. Idiot alert, idiot alert. Oh well. Hey, at least we learned from the mistake for the purpose of the Let's Play. To my knowledge, no information in this Let's Play has been is factional? Factional isn't a word. Oh my god, I don't know what the word is. Sorry. So, my excuse, I'm not going to use the excuse that I'm still sick, even though I am still coming off of being sick. But the medicine that I'm on is got me a little bit. And I've been able to keep it together for most of the Let's Play. This is part of why these battles are so long, is because I have to, our turn is, we have to move, what is this, 25 pogs. Again, this is a really cool fight. I really like this idea. It's just, I wish there was maybe a little bit more. I don't know what to say. It's good. I like this fight. It's just a little long and it's a little big for what it is, but it is really well balanced. This is probably for a part of the game that, and I'm trying to get to the left here, but cycling through the bumpers isn't really gonna let me do that. For this being so late in the game, this is not a very penalizing section. So like, you can lose a lot of soldiers and stuff, and it's still challenging, but I never felt that it was unfair. Man, I'm trying to just get to a blue piece, and I scrolled right over one. There we go, there's another blue piece. I will have timestamps down in the description for the chapters of this. If you do not like this fight, I love this fight. If you do not like this fight, you can feel free to skip it down in the description, and that's all I'm gonna say. It'll say something like big army fight or some shit like that, and whatever comes after that, probably like, you know, confronting the king or whatever I decide to call it. That is the next chapter. So that's all I'm gonna say in regards to that. Now, what's sort of funny is that our turns are very long, obviously, because we have a lot of pieces. Now, they can only really get shorter because our army can only really get smaller, but the enemy turns actually go by pretty quickly because the only army that really moves is the pieces that are very near to us. So now it's the enemy's turn. Let's see what they do with, you know, basically getting to respond to our approach. Okay, so we got some defensive pogs that have moved forward. This guy has poisoned our trooper lancer. I'm not too worried about that. Their trooper lancers are moving. Some bats, it's nothing. Not a whole lot of interest is really gonna happen here and now. I would love to pop. Now that I know that popping those leaders is the way to go, I figured that the leader would be in the back, but I think that's where my confusion sort of came from. So the Lancer is no longer poisoned. Before I spend a ton of time doing stuff, I think I want to pop this leader. Is okay. It's got 3 movement, so it doesn't really help me out too much to. Oh wow, it did really debuff these guys. Holy moly. It had 3 move speed, so it didn't really help me out to move one of my tanks into it to try and deal double damage. Okay, we moved this guy to the north. That'll surely pop the ninja because it's really, really fast, the ninjas are. And then we have the soldier here. You know what I might be able to do? I might be able to ricochet. We'll give it a shot. Okay, Viper Bat destroyed. Troop Mage destroyed. Coolio. Now I'm going to do this like I do in pool and just hit that cluster as hard as I can to hopefully break it up. I'm not a good pool player. Oh man, and we didn't even kill that ninja. Oh well. We'll use this Grove Tender. Also, you'll notice the terrain around here, all normal. Probably because of all the snow that keeps falling. Otherwise, you would think we would get a boost for our Grove Tenders from the grass that's out here. But again, you know, it's because of the snow, so it's setting the scene. We got great armies, and the, you know, part of like what would normally make them so strong we can't use because, well, the king is annulled the battlefield. Okay, and that is on its final leg as well. Let's attack this bat, and then I think we have one of these like little clown guys coming up. Yeah, here he is, the Jester, Mad Jester. Okay, the second and third parts of this army are pretty close to one another, and I might have that cleric come up and do a little bit of healing. I'm not too worried about it though. I mean, we're in a really good way right now. Okay, good. I was able to have that guy go up like I wanted him to. That guy did not quite go up like I wanted him to, but that's okay. And we got our Lancer headed down to the south. Oh, my thing is, even if it bounces off of some of the rest of our army, at least it probably moved that army forward. Probably. Alright, and there goes our Holy Cleric to the bottom here. And is that our turn? Perfect. How many moves does he get? So reinforcements come from these little holes. It's like little beastie guys. I think those ones are the ones that affect our clerics, or not clerics, our magic guys the most, so I'm not too worried about them. Honestly, I know who we have that are magic. I don't think we have that many magic guys, though. Okay, we can keep marching to the east. Have I lost a troop yet? I really don't want to be like, I haven't even lost a troop, and 1, I already lost a troop, and then 2, just completely lose this battle. Troop Lancers into Troop Lancers is never a good idea, which I seem to have forgotten that rule of thumb. Okay, that is the first time that Sturdy Baron has ever blocked damage too, which I guess is fine. We'll just hit him with this guy, and how's this do? And he blocked damage again. Man, not the final boss being a damn Sturdy Baron. Let's give it one more shot. And we completely whiffed it, and we fell into the second army. Uh-oh. Well, that's not going to be good for him. We'll move our Grove Tenders forward, and I guess, what's left of this kind of southern army. Yeah, this game is a very welcome sequel, I think. Something that's kind of weird. So I was looking into Bumpers and Broadswords tournament, and it seems, from what I was able to find, there's an original Bumpers and Broadswords that was available on itch or something, it just out there from places where you can download games, and it was free. And I think IGN, or I don't know, maybe Game Informer's digital division somewhere has this video that's a trailer for the first game, but the first game isn't available anymore, so the creator must have taken it down. Sorry, I'm a imbecile today. Must have taken it down, which is kind of, hey, I've said this before, creators are pretty well free to do whatever they want with their materials, but I was looking at playing that, not necessarily for the channel, but just as somebody who's kind of a fan of these games, and to know that it exists, I was like, oh no, that would have been awesome to have probably played. But I guess I can kind of respect that maybe the creator didn't want to have anything really to do with that. So I guess not the point of that wasn't to lambaste the creator or anything, but it was just to say there's this interesting piece of Bumpers and Broadswords media that might be gone. It seems like it's gone because any of the places it was uploaded have dead download links, and if it's not gone, if it is gone, it existed at one point, so that's kind of cool. So our armies are clashing. Thank God for Thorn Flayer, because it just dealt damage to that guy who was attacking. And Troop Lancers take reduced damage against other warriors. So I am really... I wonder if this would be a cool challenge run to be lose no pieces in this area. It might be more annoying than anything. The thing about challenge runs is you usually have to play them in kind of a unfun sort of way, which means probably just taking my highest HP guy and then taking my highest HP guy and then taking my cleric healer, and then just running those two guys up and down the lines here. Speaking of up and down the lines, how are we doing? Nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that either. There we go. My beast will do normal damage at least. I have kind of a clogged area down this way. Lancers don't deal much damage, so I need them to kind of not be, head to head, because that clogs it up whenever my Lancers can't deal much damage to their Lancers can't deal much damage to my Lancers. I would just rather keep it moving. But I might be able to circle my top army down into my bottom army and sort of rectify that. We also can't curse here, which is indicative, obviously, that we're not the adventuring party, but we're these two armies clashing. So where was I? Oh, yes. We got some of the Mechanist, the Grandmechanist armies. We're moving some troops through this area now. Okay. What from here? Oh yeah, also, I didn't mention this either, but there's a survival mode in this game that I'm kind of excited to show off too. It's not that special, but I thought it was still a cool and welcome addition. Okay, Grove Tender moves forward. Nice. And then I've kind of lost track of which pieces of mine are actually awake and which ones are good, and I guess more of the Mechanist's army up to the north. And I keep trying to make sure to include Grandmechanist, because I'm pretty sure the Mechanist is a villain from Fallout. Oh, brother. We somehow ended up further back off that one. Oh, well. Okay. We're continuing forward. I think I only have like 2 or 3 more pieces to move all the way in the back. Let's see. Nope, there we are. Is this the last piece that I have to move forward? Oh, boy. No, it isn't. Okay, let me look to the back here, then up. Okay, this guy is the last guy I have to move. And we pop that Brain Eater in the back. I bet we get ambushed by some more Brain Eaters here soon, because I see we got some holes that we're coming up on. And the Troop Lancer is blocking a lot of warrior type damage, as you probably expect. Oh, we lost a Troop Lancer. No. Oh, and finally some of the very back army is moving forward too. That's very cool. Oh, and it has these dream guys too. So that's probably the combo. I'll want to look at that here in a second. Okay, so this guy buffs attack per turn if any bumpers are asleep. Any bumpers are asleep, probably anywhere. So then we have the Dreamcaster, small chance to inflict sleep when attacking. And he has 2 of those. Damn. That's a really cool change up from the other guy who's just increased attack, increased defense. But I don't know how much good it'll do him, because he doesn't have a ton of these guys. I wonder if it's one of those times where I'll be like, he's not going to be that powerful as a result, because, he doesn't have much of an army that synergizes with him. And then I'm going to get like sleeped on sleeped on sleeped. His attack is going to be like 40, and he's just going to be one-hitting my whole army. Hopefully not. Okay, and we move forward. Oh, and it has double, or we deal double damage because of speed. Okay, the Dream guys are not in a good way at all. Okay, we obliterated the Troop Lancer. I am going to send all my guys to the east here. Hopefully overwhelm these guys with kind of pure numbers. There's the Troop Lancer. And then I've got... Oh man, and that even connected too. Very nice. Basically, I just want all my pieces to start their turn over here. I was thinking this third part of the army could probably kill 2 or 3 of my guys apiece, and I would still be fine. Now, that's getting a little bit, it would be kind of close, but I still think we would be fine. I think... Let me see who all I have very close. I'm going to move everybody who's very close to the east. And I'm not going to worry about my guys to the far left who haven't moved yet. I think these 2 would probably qualify as the last 2 pieces that I'll have to move. Because we're not going to lose just because I didn't move my 12-4 that moves like a fucking rock all the way from the back to the front line. Oh, nice. More reinforcements. Okay, and one of our Trooper Lancers got popped, which is fine. Another Trooper Lancer got popped. Man, it doesn't help if you put my guys to sleep and then pop them, does it? Oh, and wow. You coming right in the middle of my army was a crazy mistake. Okay. Let's take a look at that thing's speed, because I'm interested where I should send my tanks. Okay, 3 HP. Fair enough. Fair enough. Which one of these to use, though? I think I might just start with that. Oh, wow, and we popped the Dreamcaster, too. Okay. What if I, angle this up and maybe knock him more to the north? Great. And then... do I have any guys to the south? Ooh, I got a Grove Tender here. let's see how this does. I also like that his HP is kind of unknown until you get it down like below 30 or so. That's the way that the other potential boss for this army is too. And I remember thinking that was really cool then too. Okay, and then a big hit there. He's down to, what, 17 HP or so. I'm going to clean up some of this army over here. I don't think I'm going to get much done in the way of that, though. We'll attack here. Ooh, nice. We got the double off that. I do want to use this Holy Cleric to pop that one knight because it does get an attack boost. The other guy's going to get an attack boost too, but I guess that's okay. Okay. We'll send this Lancer down, and hopefully that's the one that takes the hit whenever it becomes his turn. Uh-oh. Nope, it seems more like it's going to be the tank, which is still livable too. I say fuck it. Let's see what happens here. I bet the only thing I have to pop is that that dream guy. Oh man. Oh no, it did get a kill. I was about to say that dream guy should have at least got a kill if he was going to come to the battlefield. But I do think he did get a kill, so that's kind of cool. Alright. Oh, and I whiffed that hit. That's unfortunate. What about this guy? Do you think he has a better angle? He should. Let's give that a shot. Perfect. And then what from here? Maybe I could use the momentum. Nah, that don't really help me much. Maybe I can do like a combination here. Ooh, not really. Oh well. Okay. We can at least pop the Noble Knight, and I don't really care about the dream thing. I don't know that this one will be close, actually. Oh, and he got a hit back on my tank. Okay, maybe he will get to kill something after all. He does have 6 damage ready to go. Okay. I actually, by the end of this, my army might be in a worse way than it was whenever I fought the other big baddie. So far, that's not the case, but, you know, who knows what could happen. Night Terror was destroyed. Now, is that the end? Yay, it was. Our army won. I think that your army can only win there, but I don't know that for certain. And then, so we're back to the adventuring party. We're sneaking around this castle. Our eyes adjust to the light, and we see, you know, this passageway that stretches on for miles. And the main ochre forces we can hear outside are fighting against our army, who are also pushing this way. Our distracting battle outside. Now, a chilling revelation awaits the party. Our heroes stumble upon disturbing and uncanny creations. So these are like the 2 lords that we've met before. These are like puppets of them created by this magical crystal. So we have the Mechanical Master, we have, or the Grandmechanist, and we have the King of, I think his name's Valerian. Okay, Vampire Whelp. Let's do Battle Tank. That guy just doesn't have much damage, but I might not have much of a choice at this point. You know what we could do? We could just take him with us, and then curse him too. Okay, so we get a turn first, and all we have to do is beat these guys. Dark Mirage on grassy terrain summons thorny barriers. So he has the same exact ability as his, you know, counterpart. Now, I want to get up here. Wow. He actually has quite a bit of monsters than what I remember from the last time that I played. But that is okay. Let me just kind of... I'm positioning myself a little bit here. Oh, wow. We actually got to sleep off on that guy. Consider me extremely surprised. I'm going to pop this guy so we don't get forced to go to sleep by him. And then it's his turn. Okay. So first things first, he's putting up barriers. Now I do have... Oh, man. I might have to transform the whelp. It depends on if it dies. If it doesn't die, I am going to transform it. Yeah. Seems like it. I mean, because I'm going to probably lose it if I don't. Let's take a look at it to make triple-double sure. Yeah, it kind of looks that way. If I don't transform it, I'll probably lose it. So, might as well make that the one I transform. Okay, Vampire Whelp, you have been very agreeable this second half of the game, but had to be done. So we killed the Dark Mirage, we lost the Vampire Whelp, Taps plays, and it's now time for part 2. Let's do Bat Swarm, Battle Tank, Dreamcaster, and who's going to be our 4th? I don't even like Toxin Ninja. Damn, I should have used the Divine Acolyte on that last battle. Oh well, let's use the Dark Mage. Okay, same arena, same kind of idea, but I think this boss is actually easier. Let me slide to the north. Okay, so he is in position to be attacked, actually. And then I'm going to do the same thing over this way. Okay, whoa. Man, imagine turn one-ing that guy like a damn golf ball or something. Okay, so that is now at low HP. And then I think we can low HP this one. I don't remember. No, that only dealt 3 damage. Surely that's not low HP. That one popped. Okay. And this one is just free to move around. And that guy is, also jettisoning around. Oh, man. My Dreamcaster is about to die. I wonder if this is another situation where I should just curse my guy. Yeah, probably, honestly. Let's go ahead and do it. We'll at least make quick work out of this Mechanical Master. Wow, we have 25 HP, 9 damage on this guy. That's awesome. Alright. I'm going to use this tank. And we'll try and slide up and... Yep, we were able to pop that guy. Great. Am I able to... Ooh. Actually, I think I can slide that guy up. Great. And he's got Fury. So his ability doesn't help him out much. I think what I'm going to do is get this out of the way. Okay, well that sort of worked. And then if I send my swarm of bats up here, it should kill. Very nice. But unfortunately, we will lose our little Dreamcaster. He died valiantly. He was a member of the Ochre Army, and now he sacrificed himself to kill a Dark Mirage and allow us to fight this evil king now. So here he is, his voice laced with sinister arrogance. He's a bad guy. He says, he orchestrated the conflict across the continent of Pinjuri, sowing chaos and discord, all to keep powerful nations unaware of his true intentions, while he pursued the Keystone, a source of unparalleled magical might. So that's the plan. He could reshape the whole world with that Keystone, and he set everywhere into conflict so that he could sneak in and grab that Keystone and change the world to his liking. Now, we don't have much of a different selection here, so Battle Tank, Holy Cleric, wow. I guess Divine Acolyte and Dark Mage. Again, not much of a decision here. Defeat Valerian, the Arcane King. He summons the magical regalia. Okay, these guys, the Pride regalia, they each give a buff to this guy at the start of his turns, the Arcane King. They also apparently have their own abilities too. Debuff speed when attacking. Okay, let me think here. Do any of these guys inflicts fury when attacking and inflicts sleep when attacking? And they don't have higher speed than our character. Chance to inflict fury when attacking. I definitely want to curse one of my guys. I think I'm going to curse this mage. So that'll put him at 24-8. No, 39. A little bit higher than double. That's good. Okay, we popped the Pride regalia. And then I'm going to send this at that guy on the left. We got a crit improve chance. And we did hit him in the middle, that big boss guy. And let's go up and to the right just a shade. Oh, nice. I really like that boss Pog. And he has this is a really fun fight to me. I just have foresight, so it's a little bit easier than normal. Okay, so he got an increased damage. He restores some HP. And I think he gets oh no, he normally gets a speed boost if his other guy was still alive, but it's dead. So, ooh, oh man, my fury triggered. That sucks. Alright. So what is the thinking here? Okay, oh hey, we got a summon off Bat Swarm. That's nice. What if I go with this guy first? Okay, down to 2 HP for some reason. Okay, and then we'll maybe go full send at that. Aha, so the Sloth Regalia is destroyed. And then I need to kind of move this guy out of the way. Okay, well that kind of works, I guess. And then I'm going to send my Black Mage up to go head on with the King. Nice. Now I would like to see about how much HP this guy has left. Oh man, we still can't see the HP. That's probably not good. He'll probably go north and pop that guy, I would guess. At least he got increased attack and not restored HP. But I don't know how much of a good concession that is. Okay, we were damaged. Did we get the bats? No. Okay. First things first, let's attack the King. Didn't really do me too much good. Maybe I'll send the bats down to attack this Pride Regalia. Okay, and this should surely show us HP. That is not very reassuring. What if we pop this chest? Okay, damage boost. Damn, we're about to have this Viper bat all kinds of powered up. Alright, enemy turn. Let's see what he gets. Reinforcements have arrived. And his ability, the Wrath Regalia, boosts his attack. Oh, and he's going for more attack. He is especially not good for us. Wow, I didn't lose this fight the last time I played it, so this is kind of a new experience. I think if I angle it like that... Okay, we did get a little hit off. Okay, what about... Damn, and my wizard's too far away to be that useful either. Okay, he's down to 27 HP. Let's... Okay, I'm going to send my bat up. I don't think that's... Okay, you know, that is on track to hit him. But I don't know how much good that does. Okay, and there goes the mage up. And it is sort of behind the... Well, I don't know. We'll see if... Oh, and he got the attack boost too. 13 damage. Oh, and he went south. Man, this guy's annoying as hell. Oh, well. At least I could probably pop those guys. Okay, Wrath Regalia makes my swarm have fury. That's fine. Let's go ahead and pop this Wrath Regalia. And then I'm going to send my bat over. I think it has a chance to inflict poison, but there is no chance that it's inflicting poison to the final boss. I would doubt that very highly. Okay. Then we have the tank. I could surely... Yeah, I didn't know about busting that. I was hoping so, but... Okay. Let's send my wizard down. I think... You know what? Let's not go too crazy. Let's just send him down a little bit and see what the big baddie does from here. Ah, nice. More reinforcements. Okay. There goes that guy. I'm very interested to see what the king does. What the fuck just happened? It equips itself to an enemy, weakening that bumper's attack power. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, what the fuck? He's like hiding. He definitely didn't do that the last time I played, and I don't necessarily think that's exactly what he's doing. It's just... okay. What is this thing on the right? Per turn inflicts poison on nearby enemies. Oh, okay. I gotcha. And I missed. Okay. What if I like... Well, we can kill this guy at least. Coming down, and he's popped. I think I could hit that guy now if he just doesn't weasel out. And then I'm full sending my tank. Okay. Oh no, please God, don't let him full heal. I don't think he has an angle on it, honestly, but... Uh-oh. Man, if he had full healed, he actually is still kind of in a position where he might full heal. It being there is something I don't like at all. I think what I'm gonna do... Oh boy, this is risky as shit. Wow. What a fucking move. Alright. Now, we pop this guy with our 9 damage. And then, I think I've been poisoned, by the way, but I'm not concerned about that at all. Oh, nice. And we poisoned the poisoner, too. So, one last move to go. We'll attack with our tank. Okay. So, what is his plan this turn? Maybe kill my tank? Oh, no. Kill my bat swarm. Not the thing that's been with us from the beginning. Damn. Oh, well. Okay, and there goes the ooze. And let's attack with the... Well, hold up. Let me look. I can't quite tell how much HP this thing has left, but that's okay. Let's slide down first. It's at 3 HP. Okay, the tank should be able to finish this off. And... yeah, hey, look at that. With a deafening clash, the Arcane King is thrown to the ground, his strength extinguished. The dark shroud that once enveloped him now dissipates, revealing a fallen king broken and defeated. Wow. Our heroes stand victorious, their hearts heavy with the weight of their journey and the sacrifices made along the way. It was awesome. That was a really cool fight. The Dark Mage, well, he used the Curse Ring and he died. But, you know, what else could you expect from it? And then it doesn't matter, you know, what you do here. Your HPs are always the same. He falls down to 0. We had 2,000 HP. The Game Master lost. And said after starting out with just a handful of beast-type bumpers, you'd go on to save the world. Wow. What a little cool D&D session. That was awesome. And I think I talked about most of the decisions in that game anyway. That was quite the game. And that's that campaign over, says the Game Master. Did you have fun? Last time I did this, I said no, and he said like, oh well, maybe next time, so we'll say yes this time. Good, I had a blast playing as the evil dark forces. Tell me, what was your favorite bumper type? And I selected last time, and I still agree with this. I like the machine type bumpers the best, even though I'm not sure that how many there were. I think I only got to control the tanks and the Machine Master, and I don't even know that he was a machine guy. Probably, though. He probably was. Then he says maybe the next game should, or not the next game, but the next campaign he does should be in a sci-fi setting. And that is the game beat. And we unlock Endless Survival Mode after that. Now, Endless Survival Mode is kind of cool, but there's a few things about it. Alright, first things first, don't hit new game or it will get rid of survival mode. If you want to play survival mode, play it now, don't start a new game. Secondly, I guess it only lets us pick which of these I had left, which is very weird. I was not aware of that. That's something I'm only realizing here. I thought maybe it would let you select any of the playable bumpers, but anyway, how long can you last? I'm sure I won't last very long at all, so I don't have any pieces down. Now, I thought I could trick the game. I thought if I didn't move close to these guys, it wouldn't wake them up, and so, you know, it would basically let me live as long as I wanted to. But that is not the case. It just keeps spawning more and more enemies until, well, we eventually lose. Also notably, we don't get the cursed item, which makes sense, because that would be a little bit too easy. Anyway, otherwise you just try and kind of pop pieces for as long as you can until, you know, the game sort of catches up with you. There's no reward to this, to my knowledge. You just go for as long as you can. There's not even like a leaderboard or anything. Not like a universal leaderboard, but it's not like you know, here's the best that you've done so far. You know, if you want to, like, the best you've done so far is a 6 round, a 3 round, and a 1 round. You know, could you do better? And then, like, you do better, you get a 7, then you have, like, a 7, 6, and a 3. But, you know, it's an okay game mode. It's just there's not really a ton to it, so I don't really quite understand the point. I'm hoping that there is something I just, like, have completely missed, and it's like, oh no, there's like this little cool detail if you live for so long, or I don't know, that would even be lame in and of itself, but I don't know. It's a survival mode, but I never have really understood survival modes all that well in most of the games I've played, so there's that caveat as well. Okay, we killed the Viper Bat, even though it had 3 HP, so I guess good for us. Wow, and more enemies are spawning. I'm sure we're about to take some real damage here. I also am not aware of any enemies that are like too hard that spawn, but I only played this like 2 or 3 times, and it seems to basically be about the same enemies every time. Not the exact same, I don't think, but really similar enemies, and they kind of just outnumber you, really. I don't really, again, know too much the point. I don't really know too much I can talk about with this because, you know, I do kind of wish that I could have picked any bumpers that I wanted to. Maybe that would have been cool, like any of the playable bumpers, or I don't know, maybe even some broken bumpers. I don't know. This is a weird kind of game mode, but I now sort of understand why I can't select a new game if it picks from the bumpers we had available. This is basically like playing, like continuing our game. So imagine that we got the good ending, and this is the evil ending, where instead of our army winning, it lost. So now we're fighting off hordes of enemies in a last stand Halo Reach style combat. The very last mission of Halo Reach. Pretend that that's what this is. Yeah. I don't know. I like all these games. I was looking at the creators' other games. As I did the last time, I'll also link their itch in the description below. I was looking at their other games. They make a lot of games, and a lot of them are really cool. I was just kind of looking at it and seeing like what else I'm interested in. I am interested in, there's a third available Bumpers and Broadswords game. So we have Bumpers and Broadswords Tournament, and then Gaiden, and then a third one, which name is escaping me right now, but is available on their itch.io page, and it seems, you know, cool. And I would like to play the third Bumpers and Broadswords because it looks like a lot like the first game, and it looks pretty fun too. And we are getting kind of overwhelmed here a little bit. I see we have a lot of enemies around. Oh, brother. At least the ninjas I'll probably be able to one hit with a tank, because they're a little bit too fast for their own good. Let's go ahead and ding this one. Oh, okay. And then maybe, let me figure out what I want to do here. So that'll debuff. I probably want to do that. Nice. And then, ooh, we nailed that other guy. Nice. And then I'll hit him a very little bit, and then I'll have my other guy hit him a very little bit. Man, that debuff's pretty cool, huh? Oh, what's the new reinforcements? Oh, some new mages. That's pretty neat. We have a mad jester to the north too. So if I had a particularly annoying enemy that was almost dead, that would heal it up. Ooh, and I have vampires coming as well. What are their move speeds though? Would I be able to kill this in one hit with the tank? I most certainly could. Let's go ahead and make that happen then. Very nice. And then I have that ninja there. I don't want to go too crazy, but I do want to ding it. Nice. And then I think I'll just use this cleric to heal this cleric. Oh man, imagine 4 clerics. That would be the fight that never ends. But you would probably get unlucky eventually and either get your guys separated or just get absolutely peppered with enemy pogs, because, you know, they just keep coming. Again, maybe it's kind of bragging rights, which is another thing that I've never super understood, but it's like, you know, you just kind of see how long you can live just to be like, oh, surviving in Bumpers and Broadswords Gaiden for like, I don't know, for 3 hours or something. I don't know. And we're still kind of in the game, even though we're you know, we're killing a lot of bumpers, but on that same sort of note, we have lost one bumper. Our battle tank is kind of in a position to be lost, not necessarily this turn, but in the future. Also, the vampire that has gone invisible, I can no longer see him. Let me just go ahead and use this cleric on this guy. Hopefully heal him up and damage the other guy. I don't know if I'll deal damage though. No, unfortunately not. Oh well. I'll then have the Holy Cleric attack. See, dude, that's foreshadowing. I said at the very beginning of this, I was like, it can, those invisible vampires can fuck your best laid plans by just being invisible and you can't see them. And hey, there you go. I would have popped that little rogue guy otherwise. I didn't. I guess they probably had reinforcements spawn. I really wasn't paying that much attention. I also don't feel like I've seen that Squire like in this game yet. Maybe I should take a look at him. Let's see what he does. Let's take a look. Keen Squire buffs attack after destroying an enemy. Maybe he's I wonder if he's in the warrior side of things. I feel like I might have seen him in the warrior deck, but I can't remember exactly either. Okay, can we get the double kill here? We have some speed, but not enough. Damn. Okay, what about the enemy reinforcements? More mages, and the vampire shade is invisible once again. Yeah, we're kind of running out of gas in our guys. We're down to the last guy now, and I just kind of wanted to show this game mode off, so you can just pretend like this was an extra lengthy sort of fight. Okay, so if we pop here, okay, wow, that is dead. Very good. And we popped the Squire. Way to go out big, their battle tank. We got 3 big enemies around. More reinforcements have arrived. Ooh, I could probably pop that battle mage. Well, maybe I could pop that battle mage. Oh, and he hit the vampire, which I still can't see. He's still invisible. I'm interested to see what the speed is on this guy. So he's got 4 speed. I could kill him, which is kind of what I want to do. Let's aim here. Nice, very nice. We got the double damage off. Now what on the enemy side of things? More reinforcements, not the Steel Eater. I'd say we're on our last leg here. We might have one more turn as this tank, but ooh, and he just barely nudged us again. Oh, nope, he got screwed there. Okay, what is the thinking? How is everybody's speed? He's fast, he's the same speed, and he's the same speed. Okay, this is not exactly a good plan, but we can at least take one more out and deal some damage. One final swing as the Ochre army devours us. And more Steel Eaters spawn. Oh well, GG. That was really, really fun. Well, let's see if they're able to seal the deal. There we go. And then it returns us to the main screen. I think it says game over, but then it becomes glitched. So, returns us out to the main screen. And I think if we hit survival, yeah, it still has all our pogs here. But anyway, that's been Bumpers and Broadswords Gaiden. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you around. I'm sure I'll do the 3rd game eventually. Otherwise, I'll see you all next week. Later!